Juno from Skype?
Juno from Juno Steel. He is a detective from Mars, and he uses male pronouns.
Oh, you started.
But he also is referred to as a woman, like pretty lady with knits and other kinds of things. Canonically is non-binary, so. Juno Steel said, "Fuck shit." Only angst. Only angst. Why do you like them? Oh, okay.
I was like, you just gonna ignore it?
No.
You have your character planned out?
What are you doing for dinner then? What? What?
Right.
What? Wait, hold on.
Am I holding on for something?
No, I'm thinking.
You can finish your sentence, you know.
No, I'm thinking. This happens frequently, don't worry about it.
I feel like I should wait until you're done thinking so you can actually...
No, it's fine.
Are we sure about that?
Start the game.
Fine. Sending this link to you and again.
Sending it to me again, so differently?
Possibly, I don't know. Just to make sure. One second, nobody's there. Actually, I think there might be somebody there. I don't know. Let your people know. Ow. I've got to let my people know. His I don't think you're in coming region at all. I'm not. Alright. This is something new I haven't done once before on my channel. This will be interesting.
It's going to be...
Am I gonna have to speak louder?
Wow, that's a delay.
Okay, let's not go for the microphone.
That's a big delay.
No, just go for it, it's fine.
There's like a 20-second delay.
It's fine.
Just don't listen to yourself.
That's supposed to happen.
I know. Anyway. Hello, everyone.
Hello. Yo.
Oliver.
Ah.
Thanks. Right. So, this is 3 weeks we've been discussing this?
Yeah, something about 3 weeks.
Well, I mean, me and Piper discussed it, and then we just kind of threw you into it.
Like a month and a half. Piper came up to me, was just like, "Hey, you actually want to play D&D for once, right?" And I'm like, "Yes, you want to do my hero theme? Sure." Sure.
Excuse me.
Why not?
Right. Actually, I think...
2 weeks later, here I am.
Because I know I ain't using that. Right. This may be a shorter session because I stayed up all night to set stats and it's a pain. And B, not much to do in this session. It's our pilot episode, as I have titled it. This is episode 1 of the pilot. But first, I'll let you just introduce your characters first.
Okay.
Should I set it up for you, though? Should I set it up?
I think maybe set it up and then introduce the characters.
I know it looks like a sunset, but I'll say it's a sunrise.
Okay.
It's an early morning. Our characters are waking up for the day. It's a day we've all been somewhat dreading and somewhat, we've been expecting it. We know it's coming. It's our entrance exam for UA. So, who wants to take the stand?
So 15 strings. This is very important because I have a sailor count.
Oh yeah, no, I listed it as anything.
Cool.
What's under?
Alright, so my character, wakes up, she is, let me pull up the reference image that I have, wakes up, she is about 5'4", 5'5", lots of big curly hair, that she is, in the process of like setting to just kind of cropped pretty short, like maybe an inch or two above her shoulders, tan skin, like dark brown eyes, and her name is Elena Cultura Tonitula, and her, do I say quirks it, or are we gonna wait on that?
We'll wait on that.
Okay.
Next.
I mean, it's kind of hard to introduce him without immediately seeing his quirk, but they stand about 6 foot, 6'1". They get up and about half of them is complete goat legs, and the other half is about a half humanoid, half goat body. They resemble that of a mountain goat, with a little bit of a fluffier coat to them. Their name is Yugi Haishi, and they are 15 years old, standing at 6 foot.
I've met some really tall and really like adult-looking 15-year-olds in my lifetime.
I should also
I actually
mention
didn't
he
have
never
that
wears.
set up.
I should also mention he never wears a shirt, only pants. Only pants.
Alright. So, okay, I feel like this is an important question. So if it's like, so goat head, human torso,
Yes.
goat leg, so it's just like a ripped six-pack
But
open
covered
all
in
the time.
fur.
But covered in fur, okay.
Yes. He's very lengthy, so it's more like light 6-pack.
So like if you touch it, it's there, but like
Yeah.
Alright.
I guess it's on to me then. So, it's bright early morning. My character has already been up for about an hour now. He gets up pretty early in the day, which is to be expected of him, as he has been working hard for the past year or so, we'll say. He gets ready, he stands up, he folds a piece of paper, sets it in his pocket. He grabs a duffel bag by his foot. He sets out. He's ready for the day. You want to add anything?
Physical description. What does the character look like? Or you have to wait. It's just a surprise feature we'll look in later.
Yeah. I mean, I can show you guys.
This is a mouse tool. We're using it right now.
We'll use this for later. No. I'll just show you the one I picked out.
Okay. Okay. My character, she's probably been up for an hour, is just kind of finishing getting ready, trying to make herself look nice and presentable. Thinks about like maybe taking some time to like practice with her quirk, or like try to figure out the sex not to, and to just kind of wait to not overexert herself. Heads out.
I think I've been up for quite some time. Probably been up since the sun.
Well,
I've been up pretty freaking early.
yeah, I would say.
And I haven't done anything to like, I maybe brushed my teeth. I maybe combed some knots out of the fur, but like for the most part there's like this gleam of just like fresh dirt.
You've been up this long, and the only thing you've done is brush your teeth.
Yep, and then the rest of the time
Oh, I know how this
stared
character's
at the
feeling.
sunset. I stared at the sunset, watched it rise up, and just tried to think about my goals.
As our three characters are getting ready, setting out for the day to see if they can get accepted to one of the best schools for our fledgling heroes, as they like to say. not much is happening in the town at this time. People are still waking up, so it's not too that busy. Not much crime. Not much activities going on. My guy stepping on a bus when he receives a text. It's from his mom. It's one of those, do your best and good luck.
Oh,
No matter what happens, they'll still be proud of him.
so cute.
And the bus takes off down the road.
Right before she is finishing, she's like eating breakfast real my character, she's eating breakfast real quickly, and her mom is like, hey, hurry up, you need to hurry up, or we gotta go. She's gonna get dropped off instead of saying bye to some of her siblings, or
Oh, she has siblings.
before shoving the rest of her breakfast in her mouth and getting in her car. So,
Yahi goes to his fridge and pulls out, and it sounds silly, it's a bag of just salad. And he just grabbed it and he shoves about 3 protein pills in his mouth.
no.
Then he goes and he walks all the way to UA. On the way, taking
Ooh.
probably the more run over paths through parks, through all that kind of
The
thing.
more
That's
scenic
a-
route.
Yes, just to have a little bit more of the rock climbing. He probably would have started earlier to get there, probably a little bit earlier. That way he could make it like 10 minutes early at the very most, if not exactly on time. He's not gonna come in there early.
So, as my character, he's stepping off the bus, but it's not in front of UA. It's actually in front of a cemetery.
Oh, that's rough, buddy.
I've actually given a lot of thought to this. I'm actually using something that's happened to me. So, he walks over to the infant section. And down there is his little brother. Who was killed in an unfortunate accident involving a criminal and villain. He stands there for a bit, tries not to get teary-eyed, but he can't help it. He knows that's why his dad's not there either. His dad's part of the police force, trying to track down the villain who caused this accident. See, I've changed up my little history now. As he says his goodbyes, and that he's ready to take the next step, that he's going to become a hero, even if people say he can't, he'll find a way. He then gets onto the next bus, headed to UA.
Walk there. Y'all lazy asses. I walked.
Excuse me.
I crawled.
If someone is willing to give me a ride, I'm going to take it. Walking places is not fun.
I mean, I'm on a bus.
I'm a goat though, so it's fair.
Nothing else.
Me, I'd walk all the way.
Obviously, we have obviously said. Alright.
Judgmental. Y'all kids back in my day.
So, he steps off the bus in front of UA.
Wow. Astute observation.
He's standing and he sees a bunch of other people just kind of standing around. He's got his duffel bag on his arm. He doesn't know what to expect. He knows it's going to be basically next to impossible for him to get in. So, he sees someone walking up with goat legs.
He had maybe like a pencil stuck behind his ear, but he brought nothing to this exam. Absolutely nothing.
It just depends.
He just walks up and he's kind of chewing at his goat nails she's the first person he sees, and he's like, "Hey, 10 minutes early. What's up?"
Well, you know, I'm ready to go. How about you?
I'm trying my best.
That's all,
Certainly am.
that's all we can do.
Were you supposed to bring anything else to the exam? I like completely forgot everything.
As far as I know, you were supposed to bring something for the written part, and then
I
something,
brought my pencil. That's for the written part.
and then we were supposed to bring something for the next part, which they haven't told us what the next part is.
He just kind of jerks his foot around in the dirt. He's like, I can't remember, dude. If I forgot, I forgot, man. If that's the one thing that gets me out of UA, you know what? I'll take the L.
You kind of hear in the background, like, yeah, mommy, yes, it's gonna be fine. Okay, it's fine. Thank you. Bye. Forget it. Ciao. Bye. And then, kind of running up and someone looking through like a small like backpack. And I totally have everything. And just sort of kind of running up, and then hears you say like, I'll take that L, and kind of laughing.
I look at him. I just kind of glance because I hear the whole mommy situation. I just look at you and I go, she looks like she's done her shit together. Do you want to really ask about the second portion of the exam? Because I like completely forgot.
It's not that I haven't forgotten. I didn't forget. I know what it is, but
Yeah,
I know what I'm
more
ready for.
concerned about the L on this one. I just immediately take a left turn. Hey, okay, pencil written exam, right? Pencil written exam. Second part of the exam.
The practical part, they just kind of throw whatever at us.
What are we supposed to have? Am I supposed to bring anything? Honestly, I don't have pockets, so I wouldn't know.
I mean, other than like baby support items, I don't think so. It's normally just they kind of change it up every year.
Out of character, can we make a roll for intelligence just in case we're supposed to like bring something? And I know
well, I
can't
never
make a
stated
roll.
that. I never stated that you needed to bring anything.
Okay.
Bruh! So my character's just like, oh my god, I'm
But
forgetting
there
something.
is a written part, so yeah, bringing a pencil is a smart deal.
You're rolling your intelligence.
No.
Yeah, they normally don't tell you to bring anything for the practical part, except maybe the support item if you can get if it's allowed. I think you have to get permission for that, but
Yep.
like it's not
Which
like,
is
Fine.
the paper that we're
Fuck,
gonna fold in.
support item. Hi, my name is Yagi. This is a terrible start.
Elena, nice to meet you.
Hello.
So, this is a tidbit I forgot to add. I've been wearing a hood. I forgot to say that.
No one?
My guy's been wearing a hood.
Okay.
This is my friend that, oh my god, this is a terrible start. Hi, my name is Yagi. How can hi. I just have my cloak out and just like,
Yeah, hi.
will you shake it?
How do you shake a hoof?
Like you would any other thing.
Like any other person, you just...
I just like to say the entire time that you're waiting to shake his hand, he just keeps shaking his hand. Just the whole time. Like,
sure.
Okay, cool.
That
We're gonna shake.
Yeah,
Awesome.
this is weird. I've never talked to him. Is it
Eh,
wrong to
is
say
that-
goat
is that-
person?
I mean, goat person is correct. I prefer mountain goat because that's what I actually am. But it's fine. It's fine, Mom. You guys are fine.
Alright. You got a name, hoodie, or
Well, I mean, yeah, if you're asking, I don't know.
or are we just gonna cut?
I mean, like,
What color is the hood?
it's just normal black, kind of.
Alright, or am I gonna have to tell you like, dark hood?
No,
He
no.
kind of laughs at that.
No, you just call me Asher.
Alright, nice
Dark
to meet you.
hood.
And then,
This is the nickname now. Just, hey, Dark Hood. Oh.
Dark hood. I just like to say the entire time while you guys are having a conversation about dark hood, he's constantly just trying to think of like cool ways to say dark hood, dark hood, dark hood.
Thanks.
Dark hood.
That's
Dark
literally
hood.
what's gonna stick
Dark,
for me
dark hood,
now.
Dark,
yeah,
dark hood, dark, dark, dark hood.
So,
He just keeps going impressive Mike's voice. Dark hood.
there's just President Mike behind you. Hey, that's really good. Good job. I like that. Keep it up. You'll be fine.
Canon, did he actually come up behind me,
Yes.
I would have fainted. Like automatically on the floor, I would have. Well, you know that thing you do to small goats where you like startle
Scare them and
He
they
would have.
Roll advantage.
Absolutely,
No.
just would have thrown her.
So yeah, President Mike walks up behind you, all three of us. He's like, "Hey, that's a pretty good impression."
Oh my god. I'm fine.
You good? Cool. Hi, nice to meet. It's so nice to meet you. I have so much respect for you. Like, hi.
Hi.
I'd like to scoop my butt around on the dirt and try to face behind him and say, Yaki. And like put my hand straight up in the air and try to shake his hand. Yaki.
Right.
Yaki. Same situation. Shake my hoof until he shakes my hand.
You see President Mike just kind of like shrug and just kind of like, okay. He shakes the hoof, you know. Kind of like a little bit odd because he's first person that's done that, you know. He's the same way with Asher. He doesn't know how to shake a hoof. All right, well, you kids, good luck in the test today. We've made it extremely hard this year.
Oh, thanks.
Why would you say that?
With so many promising prospects like Shoto Todoroki
Oh.
and Katsuki Bakugo. Or you got one like Bakugo.
I've heard about Bakugo. He's scary.
I haven't. Is this Bakugo kid?
He does. And my hooves are like in my face.
She kind of makes a face and it's like, okay, I don't know if is a.
Do you not study heroes?
Yeah, but not random ass kids from other schools.
I think Bakugo's been like on the top of the list. Everybody's been looking at him lately.
Wait a minute, wasn't that kid the one who got like attacked by like a slime monster like a week ago?
Yeah, that one. He really made the headlines after that.
Yeah, that's who that. Okay, that's why it's so familiar.
And then you see Asher over there. He's just quietly just murmured, "Yeah, what about the kid who actually stepped up instead of the heroes?"
He looked like he had like fucking cabbage for him.
Yeah, it was like really good. Like
I
honestly,
mean, I think his hair tastes like dude.
well, like she kind of like takes a step aside.
Well, I'm definitely not trimming my hair now. Probably think it's like a cherry or something and want to take a bite out of it.
Is your hair red?
And you just see Asher just kind of pull back the hood and it's a nice like crimson red kind of color hair.
Nice.
I wonder if anybody else has red hair.
As far as I know.
Somebody else that's gonna be auditioning for UA gonna have red hair.
There's a guy with.
Todoroki kid, I think does. He's
But
like,
he's not like half red hair. That's like.
He's like an ice cherry, you know?
it's like
He's
a
an
lollipop.
ice
It's like a
cherry.
lollipop.
Yeah.
But like covered in snow.
It's like, have you never had
It's
frozen
like it's a snow cone, you know?
There you go.
Cherry flavoring.
They're just the whole time all together just going like a snow cone. Yeah, like a snow cone. Like in the same
It's like one of those
triangle.
like immature ass snow cones, like you got the cherry, but then it's mixed with like alright.
It's just at this point, President Mike just backs away and just leaves. Just leaves. All right, you guys
I'll see you later.
You guys
Bye.
have a good day. I'll see you guys later. I gotta get prepared for the test.
Cool.
Guys, so like I came here 10 minutes early, but it's probably like
We should probably have
getting
you
time to go.
I guess. Not
Well,
really looking forward
it's nice
to
to
this.
meet you, and she just kind of like books it.
Oh, bye.
No? Didn't even say her name. Okay.
I guess we'll be going home. See, you just gotta kind of like trot. Like,
You see that if you look back, you see that Asher's actually kind of annoyed by the talk about Bakugo and how he is a top prospect and about actual heroes.
She's just kind of like doesn't really pay attention to those things all that much. It's like the only reason the name Clay is just like, oh, he's that kid who almost got his shit wrecked.
Yeah. Which is also the reason why Asher chimed in.
Alright, so we go in.
We're all sitting around on the test. Funny enough, they seated us all next to each other.
It's like, hey,
Oh,
hey!
Yanni
it's
Asher, right?
I
yeah.
honestly thought you were gonna say the one that's the goat, and I'm so glad you didn't.
Oh, hey, look, it's the goat.
I mean,
He just stares at you.
You just see that Asher just can't hold a straight face at this point. You know, you can see it in his face. He's totally joking.
Slowly puts up the hoof, and then you'd expect like a middle finger hook. It's just the hook.
Wait, I got it. And she does the middle finger work.
And he just kind of claps his hooves together like.
Okay, I get it. Bad joke. I get it.
No, if my mom met you, you would just be goat kid for the rest of eternity. Like that, anytime I brought you.
hate that.
That's just a thing.
It's goat man, not goat kid. We've already decided.
No, goat kid.
Goat man.
Yeah, just wait until she saw
man,
me. I'd probably be, I don't know, chubby
man,
head.
man.
Okay.
That was embarrassing.
As the auditorium gets filled with all the other students, or all the other, examees, some of them are kind of well known. You got Tenya Ida from.
Oh, isn't that there's that kid who's super smart. Is that his brother is like Ingenium? Oh my god, it's Ingenium's brother?
I just make the running motions. Just
his brother. And when she gets it, because like all of her family does it, so like she knows what you're getting.
I can't believe I forget what her actual name is.
Would the people who come in on record, like out of character, like outside, but would the people who are recommended, they take their all examination stuff is in a separate area,
I
right?
think.
so they wouldn't be in there. Like,
Yeah, I don't think
all the
Toto.
recommended.
Well, Tenya was in there.
Attenuant is in there.
And he wasn't recommended.
He wasn't recommended. I think Todoroki,
Todoroki and Momo.
Momo was the only ones who actually were recommended.
Yeah, in class running.
Okay, anyway, back in here.
Actually, what's her actual name? Never mind.
What, Momo Yajirosa?
No. Yeah, her. Yeah, you
Which one?
I actually forgot her name for a second. I was going.
Anyway.
As you see, we see some. We see Bakugo,
Yeah, the slime kid.
and you see he's like really pissed about something because in front of him.
Oh, that's the kid you were talking about.
Cabbage.
I think it's more like broccoli than anything.
Dude, no, you're so right.
Like, but that's that kid you were talking about, right?
Are we allowed to say hi to the people or should we like sit next to you?
I would say we wait until we get out of here, and then we can introduce ourselves to future class.
You see him kind of like slump down with like his head in his like arms and he's like, just want to know everybody. Just want to get to know everybody.
Okay, we can't say it exactly.
We'll get the chance.
We'll get there.
But you can. Asher's actually a little relieved that he's actually here,
Okay.
which he thinks he's here for that reason.
Right.
He doesn't know what happened,
No, right.
and nobody's supposed to. So we see President Mike come back on stage.
Wait, who else?
I'm sorry.
But I mean, like everyone from class.
I want to have a commentary about everybody.
Oh, jeez. Alright, so then we see little short person with a bunch of purple balls on the top of his head.
That man looks fucking great.
Okay, so we have the cherry over here. And we have the gray. Yeah, you said it, not me.
I guess.
The grape?
The cherry.
Oh.
I'm apparently the cherry because of my hair.
With his hoof and he just goes,
It's either Teresa or dark cut. Like, you gotta make up your right. So we got Teresa over here, we got the grapes over there, and then we have broccoli. This is.
What, are we doing like a fruit salad over here or what?
vegetable am I?
I don't know. I don't think you're gonna be any vegetable in particular.
Shit. Am I just... And then he kind of takes a second and he realizes what he is, and then he realizes what he was about to say, and he just goes, never mind.
Is there?
Alright. So,
About to say, I'm so sweet.
we also see a spiky-haired, another redhead, who's got spiky hair.
Oh, so it's like
You
a.
kind of
Oh.
just see Yagi just kind of lean in very closely and just kind of watch them walk.
So I'm not the only redhead here. Oh, that's nice to know.
Huh? What?
Dye it?
What?
Is that like natural red hair?
Mine?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Mine's natural. I'm
Do you
born
see
with it.
his head?
Okay, alright, calm down.
Eyes were nice.
Alright, calm down there.
I should say it will be canon that Yagi will have the most insane crush on Hiroshima. I
Mhm.
will
Joke.
It will
Well,
be
then that- then-
rejection.
then you'll
What
love-
Goatman will say.
You'll love when we
Love.
get to that part in the story then.
Okay.
Let's see, who should we do next?
His crush at first sight.
Right, you know what? We'll do this
Crush.
one.
His crush at first sight.
We see someone walking, but he's got a bird head.
Dude, it's like you except with the bird.
Dude, it's me! I just want to, like, immediately out of nowhere, hi! And then just go, oh, God.
You just see him kind of look at you and just. He just goes to his seat.
It's an animal, I have to say hi. It's like instinct, bruh. It's like little hooves are
What kind
just...
of bird do you think he is? If you're a mountain goat, what kind of bird do you think he is? $5 says he's a raven.
I will go on that. Raven. Raven sounds
Oh.
good.
Alright. Who should we do?
We have to...
We'll go through the list.
We don't have to go through the whole list of the
No, you
what
don't
it
Well,
want to.
okay,
I just
so next
needed
we just see a pair of clothing just walk by.
Did the cabbage I ate this
Um,
morning was bad.
I don't think that was the. You saw that too, right?
Yeah, I saw
just a
it.
pair of
I
No,
didn't.
just a pair of clothing. Just
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Not crazy.
I'm
okay.
not
We're not
questioning
crazy
it.
unless
I'm
we're all
not-
going crazy.
I'm not questioning it. That's
Okay.
what I'm doing
You know what? If we've got bird head and goat head over here.
Hey.
Am I
here. I'd like to say that's the only time it's offended me. I just go, hey,
Am I wrong?
no. Rude.
No, we'll do two. Well, let me figure out two more.
Okay.
Alright.
I like this. This is my favorite part. I'm so glad we all like the role play.
The class that we will never interact with. We see the cameo that we will have. It is the only cameo we will have for the entirety of the campaign.
So next we see. Oh Jesus, that's very large.
Oh, hey!
I have this set up for the ending, but we'll use it
Do you
now.
think we have a smart board? From like middle school?
You mean the one that they had for like 2 years and then it like
Yeah,
disappeared?
the one that like every time you use the marker, it would like go all the way over here, and you're like,
Yeah, and you had to like
Calibrate, you had to do
You have
the-
go all around.
But like it was only there for like 2-3 years.
Yeah,
and
then
then
they
no
got
one
rid of
used
them.
it ever again.
No.
They just disappeared.
I never
chalkboard.
understood. Yeah. So next
Anyway.
we see. I want to say he's blonde actually,
Huh?
but he has a tail.
Oh, hey! I mean, his tail is bigger than his whole fucking body. That's fucking nuts.
How does he sit? Like how do you?
That's your
sit?
first
I just
question?
look-
Like how do you?
I just look at you for a second, I go, you want to see? And I just stare at him and watch him go in and sit.
No, but like how? Like I can understand like having clothes made specifically for like having to accommodate that. Like that makes sense. Like
Yeah,
having
with his
friends
clothing, you,
Right,
you
he
notice
just
like.
puts a hole in the butt.
No,
That's all he's gotta
they
do.
make clothes for that. Like you don't you
They
make
don't. No, they don't make shirts for me. What the fuck do you think I am? Some special seamstress? No.
I feel like
You
they're
think I can
Well, then
afford
you-
to buy goats
dedicated to
shirts?
that.
Well,
No.
once we get accepted into UA, you can order in some support gear for clothing.
Do you think they'll provide me that money?
Yeah, they do costumes for everyone.
Really?
It's not out of pocket.
No.
No.
Yeah, no, I've already sent in mine if I get accepted in, or at least I've already got them written down.
You sent it in already? Oh man, I never.
Well, I really just have it
Dying
written
love
down.
with it.
Don't really have sent it in. I just.
You see him start to like take the pencil and like try to sketch on his little hoof like a
She,
little
like-
scrappily drawn shirt.
Elena like goes through her bag and hands you a piece, Jaggy a piece of paper. It's like,
Ah shit, thanks.
So for the first time, you actually see Asher open up his bag.
Nobody do that. He grabs it, he eats it.
she
Right.
doesn't
So
even process
so
it.
just mind don't give him paper, unless it's. Hopefully he doesn't eat the schoolwork. So you actually see Asher open up the bag, and I want someone to roll. We're gonna do a roll here.
Well, who's next to who?
I'm kind of in the middle of both of y'all.
Okay.
Okay.
So we can
That way,
So like every time I've been turning to him, I've been like going behind.
well, like Asher is kind of more sitting in the back, kind of like leaned back. So
Okay.
he's more, he's the quiet kid in class.
Okay.
He'll so he's kind of like leaned back to where you both
I
can.
just wanna somehow like scratch over like behind
Okay.
you onto
Who
her
wants?
and just look at her and go,
Okay, who wants to roll a dexterity? So there'll be a d20 plus your modifier, which is past 12. Every 2 is +1, so.
Okay.
So
I can. Do you want to roll the deck? I mean, I can roll that.
okay,
roll that.
what's the
Who's-
roll again? Sorry, say it one more time.
we're going to roll dexterity for this.
Okay.
Dexterity and my
Dexterity I'm going to use as more of like a reflex, see if you catch something, you know?
Okay.
my dexterity is like 14. It's my
Mine's
highest
12.
value.
So it'll be 2, and then it'll be just a d20. So d20 plus 2 and a d20.
Okay. Okay. So whoever would get the highest would.
Well,
Past a certain point.
past certain check.
Do you
So-
want to do
right.
the assist or?
I was gonna say like, is it like a we both try to grab at it or?
You're both trying to see what's in the bag, basically.
Okay.
Because he's got it on the table in front of you, so he's actually opening it.
Oh,
But it's
okay.
kind of dark, so I'm trying to see if you can, like, see it.
So plus you.
So mine's +0.
Yeah.
Fuck me!
15.
Mine is a 3.
You are not.
So,
And
okay.
natural one.
So,
Nice first roll.
while you see Asher opening up the bag, you could swear you see a little glint of what looks like an arrow in his bag.
Nah, son, he's gonna bow and arrow to school.
What the
Nah.
Yo, what the fuck is that?
What?
Don't worry about it for now, okay?
You can't tell me that. Like you have to. Now you have to show me. You at least have to give me.
Hey,
Hey guys,
he doesn't-
sharing is caring. What are you talking about?
So, he pulls out a paper out of his pocket and he kind of just hands it off to you.
Okay. What is
Which
it?
you open up and it's a form for a support item, which is a bow and an arrow. 30 arrows.
Dude, are you like Hawkeye or some shit?
Hawkeye, who's that?
It's that old timey classic superhero. He was like really good with bow. Like
I like that. I
What
like
is
that.
it? Is this like a movie thing?
I don't know. Is this like a movie thing? Are you like super into like those old timey like classic comics?
You can say that, sure.
Comics. What's
So he
comics?
actually,
Do you not? You need to fix that. You need to fix.
we'll fix it late after we get in. So he actually pulls out the bow, which is an actual
What the fuck
composite
is
bow.
that? Why do you have a bow in class?
because it's my support item.
That's so cool. Sick as fuck.
And he pulls out an arrow, which is just a normal, you know.
That's cool. That's
He's
pretty
just
cool.
kind of just showing it off, you know.
Are
He-
we supposed to bring?
It's for the practical exam. That's why I told you. I said I already knew what I was
Sorry,
bringing.
normal people school. Right, forget. This is like weird.
So he's showing off the arrow, and you can see a little bit of like, kind of it's been chipped at, and it's kind of worn down. She can. You see it's like worn
I
down.
see arrow.
Yeah, you just see the arrow in the glint, but she actually,
Yeah.
you see like that this has been used time and time again.
That's pretty cool. I'm not one for support items, but like, did you make that yourself?
No, my father did.
Oh,
Oh, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I'll let that secret out if I get in.
Alright.
You'll be the
So
first one.
like, do you have some kind of like super zoom? I had a friend who had like super zoom. I think that's what he called it. Like he could.
You
Super-
just basically, I had what you're saying is, do I have super sight?
Basically, yeah.
No.
Okay. She kind
I
of looks
don't-
like
I don't-
intrigued now.
You can just see it on his face. He's not lying. Like he's just upfront. He's like, no, I don't have super sight.
Okay, that's cool. So, all right. Okay. All right.
Try if you see me in the practical, you'll know what I'm about.
All right. All right. Bet. All right.
So he pulls out his packet. He opens it up and it's just pencils. So he pulls out his pencil. He sets it on the table, and when he sets it, he accidentally throws it. You just see it just perfectly sit in the desk. Just damn it. He's just kind of like he didn't even mean to do it.
That's cool.
He just kind of sets it all back in the bag.
Here, your pencil's weird.
It's probably like his quirk. Like he could probably just like super.
Dude, super throwing pencils?
Not quite. No. All right. All right. All right.
I don't have any super sight. I don't have.
Intelligence, y'all. 8 intelligence.
I don't have any super sight. I don't have something that gives me extra accuracy or anything.
Oh. So that's just something you
So
worked
I
on
was
in
right
your
about the
personal time.
pencil thing.
Huh?
No, honey.
The pencil was accidental.
But I was right about the pencil thing.
I mean, I wouldn't second guess myself to use a pencil on someone.
He just sits back in his chair with like his hood.
I've never
on his
really
head.
thought
I
on
got
it, but
I
if
got it.
but if I'm like tasked where I'm out of arrows, maybe I'll
I
use
got
a
it.
pencil.
So I hope you know that I'm gonna clock you during the practical exam because I gotta see what you're about now. Like I gotta see this in action.
If
Wait,
you
what's
if you want to,
What's your quirk?
yeah.
She just
Y'all are so suspicious, and you just see him like he's like, I'm just.
What?
Well, not all of us can. Some of us, not all of us have a quirk that's very visible just from the get-go.
That's racist.
That's not racist.
That is animalist.
All I did
Some
was
of us-
point out.
Speciesist, and he just keeps coming up every time you try to talk. That's speciesist.
All right, I apologize. I didn't realize that, but I said,
I could blow fire for all you know.
can you?
All right, you want to do another roll?
No.
Anybody want to do another roll?
All right, yeah, sure. What am I?
All right, so he's up there, but we're still kind of chatting.
He's talking and we're not paying attention. We're like just up and like.
I kind of want to know
Well,
what
like-
he's talking about.
Well, like right now,
He would not be.
people are still kind of filing in stuff, finding their seats and stuff like that. So we're kind of just all kind of waiting until everybody
Like
gets
my
there.
character would definitely, even though he's being real stupid right now, he would want to know what they're saying.
Oh no, he's
definitely-
just up there just waiting on everybody to get seated.
All right, what am I rolling?
Roll.
Can I make an observation on prison life whenever she's on the back?
Hey, Oliver, come here.
Oh, jeez, I'm scared now.
Oliver knows what I'm about to do, I think.
I didn't like. I actually am really sorry about the
Or like,
It's okay. Some people just have to address their blatant ableism, and it takes
I guess I
time.
do that
It takes
as well.
time. This is
For
like
like-
the most serious conversation
they're
you've been
trying to-
able to have. He's like,
trying to
ableism
see
takes
when they say something, they have like
effort
secrets or
time,
something.
and you've got to keep it in your brain.
You're right. Like I
And
have to
just,
be more
he
aware
just
of
kind
my.
of
Will.
keeps glancing at Tokoyami
Yeah,
every
I
once
use
in a
it as
while, and
a
he's just like, you get my drift. I'm like, I feel like Tokoyami would
Or
just
maybe
be like,
charisma.
like,
Yes, like you're
staring
right.
at me.
I didn't realize
I'll have
that
them roll.
having known.
All right.
It'd be inherently like I'd
You
have
know
that
how
bias.
hard it is to walk on goat legs every day? It's real hard. Real hard, man.
That's canon now. This is in Mega. So you just see him. He's setting everything away, and he goes back to what you guys saying about having quirk. You know what his quirk is, and he's like, well, you know, maybe you don't need one.
A quirk?
Okay, so
You don't
am I
need a
rolling like
quirk?
an insight check?
Yeah, we're gonna use charisma. You know, like.
Okay, alright.
But like, if it's high enough, I don't want your character to be like, you don't have, you know. She just
Right.
kind of like
I think-
understands what he's coming from, maybe. Or something.
Yeah, okay. So not like charisma is not to figure out whether or not he has a quirk, but more of like to understand like what his philosophy is.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. My charisma is
Wouldn't that be
13.
wisdom?
Usually, no, it's will. No, we don't have wisdom. Will is
Wouldn't
kind
that
of.
be will instead, not charisma?
I feel like maybe in this situation it could be like you're trying to read a person, and so charisma could be just like being able to.
Charisma is
Well, yeah,
your effect on
is usually your
somebody.
effect,
Will
but we
is
don't really have the right stat for
ability.
it.
Maybe he should roll charisma.
I don't want to roll charisma,
I
man.
think you need to roll will.
Should I roll well?
Yeah.
That's better. It's a 15.
Oh, geez, yeah. So that's +2.
Okay.
+2. No.
Alright.
Sorry, I heard you.
You're good. That is a 9, so that is a 11. It's 11.
Thank.
So you're kind of like apprehensive about what he said, like
there's something there, but I haven't quite figured out what
Yeah,
exactly he's getting
he's-
at. Okay.
he kind of let something slip. So you see him kind of like put the hood back on. He's kind of closing himself off again.
Okay. So it's like,
After he kind of let that he's like, you know, maybe you don't need one. And he's like, oh shit.
Just like, you okay there, Sarah?
No, I'll be fine.
Alright.
So by this time, everybody's kind of followed in. We're seeing like some last minute people, you know, kind of like a loudmouth, you know, like not playboy, but just like a loudmouth, like jokester with blonde hair. You know, he's kind of loud. You think he'd be obnoxious, maybe?
Okay, there's a lot of loudmouth blonde people in this show. Which one is this?
Is the one?
This is very important.
I think of him as obnoxious sometimes.
What?
I think it's.
How long is that? What is the hair? The hairstyle? What is
It looks like lightning.
Okay. He's just like,
He just
See, that's my main man right there. I feel like we get along real well.
I don't know. How big is the hair though?
just behind him, you see, kind of like someone like she's kind of dressed like Asher. She's kind of like closed off. She's. But one thing you notice, she's got earphones hanging from her ear.
Her ears are really long. That hair. Do you think if you yanked on it, it would like hurt it, or would it be like a normal like earphone jack, where it's like, oh, I'm gonna strain, and after a while, would like actually physically start like crusting off? How crusty do you think her ears get when she sits?
Like she tries to interrupt you at some point, but like realizes that you are on, and she's just like, okay, never mind. And she just kind of goes back to eyeing the blonde and the purple hair. And it's like, cool.
And then we notice, there's a guy with purple hair walks in. His eyes are he kind of gives off this villain vibe, He's like when you
the bags underneath his eyes and goes, fucking mood, dude.
You know, he's just about to say mood.
But like the main thing we all get from him is like, are we sure he's
kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm
He
sure
looks kind of.
he doesn't seem
and you
like
see him,
harassed.
he like takes a second, and he's just like trying to hold in laughter.
If you're gonna say what I think you're gonna say, it's
Bad.
Yeah.
Oh, well. This is our life now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bad.
Alright.
Okay.
She grabs another piece of paper, just kind of shoves it in your shoves it in his mouth. There we go.
Okay, no.
All right. So as you see, President Mike's finally gotten everything in order. Everybody's sat down and everybody's ready to take the tests, which we won't really probably do anything after that.
It's the
We're doing the written part.
Do we have to roll like an intelligence?
Okay, it says pencil.
Well, you know what? Yeah, let's do that.
No, I had opened the fucking mouth.
No, please don't check my intelligence.
Please do.
Where'd my pack of dice go?
Alright.
I'll cry. No, please don't.
My guy's fine.
Oh no.
I have a +3.
I'm so sorry. I had to open my. Cause I thought that's how this was gonna work. That's how I think this is gonna work.
So this will probably,
Old man's not gonna get into you. What if he Danky's out?
All right.
If Dinky can get in with that dumbass fried brain of his, go get him. Alright.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so
with an 8, is that a minus? I'm pretty sure it's a minus, isn't it?
8? Yeah, that's a -1.
mine's what's my intelligence? It's a 12, so that's
Come on.
I have the highest out of all of us. I have 16.
and
That's
I got
That's
a 2.
3.
You got a 2.
4. That's a 4,
so
buddy.
12 is plus 0, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just normal.
Alright.
That's a 4.
I have a 16 in intelligence.
So plus 2 plus 4?
3.
Plus 3.
So it's at a 5.
So that's a.
No,
So
but
all fail on
the
the
only
four.
way you can fail this is if you get nat 1.
Okay.
That means
Oh, shit.
Don't tell me that now. Alright, what is that? The
15.
15. Alright. So that's just a straight 15.
So, as we,
I just barely.
you're doing well. You're breezing through the test. Asher and both of us, we're just kind of like,
I get to one question and you hear just.
we just both, Asher just kind of, okay.
Just like, this is not the
We-
problem that I thought I would have
look
to
at
do.
you, Asher, and I go.
Asher is just kind of going through it normally.
What number you want? I look at Asher. I'm like, what number? I'm
Like,
trying to like flash numbers.
like
I'm
at this point,
9, are you on 9?
you're like
I'm on 9.
halfway through. So like, she's halfway through. Asher's about a quarter of the way through. That means you're like still on like question 2. Dude, I'm on like question 7. You good over there?
That's fine.
She goes to admin and
No.
just keep going. You kind of see her kind of like hyper focus on what she's doing.
Oh, someone's prepared. That's good to know. As we won't know what we make.
Like
But-
very quiet.
I'll give you a little hint. You're gonna have to try to get in the practical exam, and so will I.
I mean, that makes sense.
You at least, I think you need at least make 60 points
Okay.
to get into UA, because that's how many like Izuku got to get in.
Okay.
So the test goes through. You feel good about it. You, on the other hand, you're kind of,
I'm trying my best here.
and Asher's just kind of like. eh.
I'm trying so hard.
So
and I'm
as
so
we leave,
hard, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
we notice that there's a bus waiting for us.
What? The fuck?
Wait, have we left the classroom at this point? Can I like like low key, I tried to make us walk in a certain way that's like by
What are
me.
you doing? We can
She's
tell.
the only other animal here.
There's definitely other animals.
Yeah, but he's like cool and angsty and shit. I don't want to have cool friends like you guys.
So when we get out to the bus, we notice that there's someone standing there.
Okay.
I do not want to say his name because I feel like I know how you guys are gonna react. You notice he's bundled up
Yes, yes,
in
yes,
a sleeping
yes,
bag,
yes, yes,
and
yes,
he just
yes,
he looks like he just does not want to be here.
Teacher!
Who the fuck is that? He looks
Then,
familiar.
and then you see him kind of just
Another
look up and you
angst
see
bag.
how
Great.
like strange his eyes are.
Do you know who that guy is? Like, I feel like I've heard of him.
You don't know who that guy is.
He looks like me when
Are
I've
you
had an
kidding me?
all night.
I just like to say he does it again, knowing full well how well last time went as he fainted. He goes, Eraserhead.
And he's just kind of, you see the teacher just kind of, you see him just look at you.
I just had a realization. Like, this is completely just out of character. If a Racerhead were to stop the quirk of someone whose quirk is animal and is, would that
I
make
just die.
would they no longer have like the physical look, like the
I don't
like
think
the
it
actual?
could.
You probably still look like it, but you probably wouldn't have like the strength or like the mountain climbing you would
Okay.
have.
I just
That's
don't-
probably
I
how
feel
I
like
would
if
do
you
it.
Are, if you like develop from animal, let's say like Nezu, I feel like it just wouldn't work.
But like, what if you're?
If you're like human who had evolved to have animal creatures, you might not have those first.
Okay.
So he's just looking just directly at you. You see, you kind of like, he looks like he's pissed at you now.
I've seen that. Like, Elena turns to Ash and goes, "I've seen that look. That's the look that my mom has right before she."
You see, he's like super anxious now, and he's like, "Shut up!" and basically just sitting there, just being like, "Oh, okay, all right, I'm gonna stop
my mom
joking
makes right
now."
before she's about to beat one of my siblings' ass. This is fucked up.
But then you see him look at Asher, and he just gets even more of an irritated look at him. And you see that Asher is just downright pissed that he's giving this look. And
She kind of looks at him like, "What the fuck did you do?"
Asher just kind of he avoids the question, and he just walks up to him, hands him the paper that he showed you, and then Eraserhead just kind of, all right, fine, get on the bus.
And she kind of like follows and like sees Eraserhead and just kind of like not like respectfully like kind of like
Just kind of like
bows and then,
kind of like a
goes
nod,
off.
kind of like a. He just kind of just.
What the fuck? Okay, like I'm not gonna drop this. What the fuck did you do?
I haven't done anything. Well, it's not what I've done. It's what I'm doing.
Is it have something to do with your support item?
Mm-hmm.
And Yagi sits like,
You see him actually at this point. He's taking out the bow, and he pulls out the quiver, and now you finally see that there's 30 arrows on them. As you see, he's finally snapping the belt on his.
Okay.
As he's finally getting, you hear the snap, which probably draws your character back if you want.
Elena probably like grabbed you as they were passing by. If you were just kind of standing there frozen.
I like and take in that like blow as like personal.
What
And so he kind of just sat there and is like trying not to talk to anybody now, trying to like be on his best behavior.
He looks like a grumpy old man anyway.
Yeah.
He's probably a little crotchety and stuff like that.
But-
You can see he's kind of like nodding, just nodding.
Yeah, then you just hear just a quick snap of a belt. But when you actually look, you see it's the quiver that he has that he snapped on.
Okay.
You see him just kind of throw the bow on his shoulder and just kind of sit. He finds a seat that he can comfortably sit with the bow on. Or well, he sits down. He just kind of sits and he's just waiting.
Okay. And then I see that Yagi's just kind of like in this state. She just goes, can I, and she kind of motions to like pat, and he's like, is this okay?
And Yagi just kind of starts to kind of stress, and he's like, I just realized how serious I am. And so he kind of like tries to like blow out. He just goes, all right, I'm gonna. It's great being your friend. We'll talk about this more after.
Okay. She's kind of taken aback and just like, oh shit. Like seeing you like that is just like, oh shit. Okay.
So as we get to we finally get to our destination. It's about 30 minutes or so, we'll say. We see it's a gated area that looks like a giant town.
Okay.
Oh shit.
And then we see Razorhead at the front again.
Mm.
And he's still just like dead straight. Like he just wants to get rid of Asher at this point.
Can I investigate and see if there's any like woodland area, any rocky area, like
Well, I mean,
trees, anything?
There's,
Elena kind
I
of like
can't see that, but
steps forward and kind of like just clocks that Izawa's making like evil eyes and kind of steps forward. And
but like even though that Aizawa is doing that, you can see that Asher's just not backing down about it.
Wait.
But
So
she still kind of like backs up to like kind of like not quite blocking your view, but kind of sort of like as in like I'm with you, as in like I'm not gonna take this bullshit.
yeah, I didn't even answer my question.
You want to investigate?
I don't. It doesn't have to be a roll. I just want to know if there's any like rocky territory, any sort of, or if it's gonna be like a complete town.
You can see from some of the buildings that they're like they've kind of crumbled a bit to where it kind of looks like a mountainside. You know, it's kind of shaky, but you know that you can use it to your advantage if you need be.
Cool. Okay. A little less worried now.
Like Elena, is there like a dome or anything? Like a
No, you can see the top of the buildings and stuff like that from
right,
where
and
this
so
is.
like it's just sky, and she kind of looks, and she's just like she kind of gets like this, like kind of not evil look, but just kind of is just like okay, I can work with this.
You see Aizawa standing. He goes, "All right, this is our practical exam. Throughout this city, we have set up villain bots that you will have to take down. Each of these bots are correspondingly checked by points they are painted by.
Okay.
You need to get at least, well, I won't say, but you need to do well if you want to get in." And then he kind of sits back, kind of thinks on something, and he goes, "Especially you, Asher." And everybody just kind of looks at him, and Asher's just like, "Fine."
He's like calling you fuck.
Yeah, he's not the only one.
Okay, that's bullshit, but alright.
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Like alright, I can do Robux.
And you kind of see Asher kind of fiddling with his.
Under his voice, he's just kind of like, "You're the main character, isn't he?"
Who?
Yeah, you. It's
Me?
about Asher.
How am I the main character here?
Called out. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Trust me, you'll understand why I'm getting called out. You see him kind of fiddling with like part of the bow, which is the trigger part.
Does that make us the homosexual sidecast? If he's the main character? I mean,
Just kind of see Asher's kind of just like him. Okay. But one thing you notice about Asher's bow is that it has a trigger setup where you know how hunting works, how people hunt with bows.
yeah.
They have a.
To be honest, you would probably not pay attention to any of this. It just
Well,
like-
if you want, I'm just saying if you want to know. You see him pull back. You know how people hunt. You pull it, they can snap it into place and hold it, so they don't have to.
Right.
They don't have to rely on the arm strength to do it.
Right.
They have a trigger right there. You see that he's fiddling with his.
Okay.
And it's not that he's doing it out of like nervousness. He's like warming the trigger. You kind of get the feeling that he's not nervous. He's warming the trigger.
She kind of like hesitate. I the player understand, but the character's just kind of like, what the fuck? It's just like, no, I'm not gonna question. Like it's out of her realm of understanding, and just but doesn't give enough of a fuck to like ask.
So next thing you know, the door is open and raise her head, and you got 10 minutes. Go get as many points as you can. And with that, Asher is one of the first people to book it in there. Like, he's raring to go.
Elena starts running, and as she's running, like every 5 steps, you start hearing something. You start hearing what sounds like distant thunder, and you can kind of see that like nearby. You can kind of see that like sort of like the clouds like directly above her are starting to get like. You can see that the clouds are starting to get a little dark, and she's like, all right, I can take out a like fucking up tech is my shit. All right.
Jesus Christ, this is
This
really
is
small.
so cute.
This is really small. So, we kind of come in from this area, right? And he's from like here. You know, this is where we enter. And as we round this first corner, we're greeted by some robots that have the number 1 painted on them.
Okay.
So,
Roll What initiative is this in?
We'll do that.
Fuck, shit.
Your initiative will be based off
I
of
feel like if I do
dexterity.
it too, like, very long before I
Okay, you can either do
You can kick ass as a go.
dexterity or will, based on your initiative,
Dexterity.
I'm gonna go with will.
whichever's your highest.
Will is my highest.
Mine is plus 2, right? 14.
Mine would be initiative, would be dexterity, would be my best bet. Plus 2.
So, my will is 15, so that's plus 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so.
I thought it's the same question and never got answered, so I'm like, cool, awesome. I'll just
Alright.
get it.
Alright, who wants to go?
You want to go first?
7, 9.
Alright. 13. 9.
8.
Oh, that's a 6.
9, 6. What did you get?
I got 9.
9. I got an 8. So, it'll be you, me, you.
What? No?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I went yeah. Just yeah. Give me 1 second.
Alright.
What's that?
What is this roll?
Oh, what is it?
It's a 14.
Alright.
Is that good or bad? Or is this your character might fuck something up for himself?
No. So, do another one. It's another 6. Is that a 5? I don't know. I'll do it again. I messed it up. 16. What's yours?
Mine was what was mine? Mine was a 13. Or just like for what? What is
What was your initiative roll? Like
my,
number?
11 and then the 13.
So, 15?
Or, yeah, it was 15?
I don't remember.
It was 11 and then I got a plus 2, so it's 13.
13. Okay. So one got a 14. One got a 6 and one got a 5.
Oh, okay.
And one got a 16.
Okay.
So, my mouse down here. We see this first one.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to be in the front? We'll take the Ashley's in the front. So,
She'd be like right behind.
okay, so.
What was the pretty fast first?
It would probably be Elena, Yagi, and then Asher, because even though Asher ran out first because of the initiative, like probably who got there first.
How do you flip that?
Uh,
Initiative.
Initiative.
Gotcha.
It could
Oh,
be
yeah.
based on initiative.
Okay. So, you might not want to have said that. So this robot comes at you, and you notice that it's got a large, kind of like shield-like object on its arm. You see it's coming at you, ready to swing at you
Okay.
full force.
Oh, fine.
So,
Yeah, like, what's my AC? I didn't even think
I'm
about
gonna do it differently. I do it a little differently.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so your dexterity
It's 12.
is 12. You get a plus 2 actually. It's 10. That's normal. Plus 2 to dexterity. Roll.
Okay, oh god. That makes sense. Okay, fuck. 12, it's 14.
All right. So in time, you realize what's happening, and just in the nick of time, you decide to step back
And it misses.
out of the way, and you see it just slam into the ground. You see it create a small crater of what was about to be you.
Oh, hell no. Fuck that shit.
And so you see, ready for this one? So you see the second one coming around the corner quickly. They got a higher initiative.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got 14 and 16. 16, 14. So this one's coming after you. What's your dexterity at?
My dexterity is at 14.
So you get a plus
2.
No, you get plus. Yeah. Plus, yeah. What do you got?
9. Give me another dice.
Yes.
So it's the same kind of situation, but with you. So it's kind of similar. You see him coming at you, but instead, you kind of just use your goat. Peck.
My goat. Just use my goat.
Um,
So
well, since you said you're
as goat, I would have went to jump and leap away from something.
Yeah, so you just kind of like jump back a bit, and you see do the same thing. You see a crater just into the ground.
They like hitting before.
Yeah. So my turn.
They say they're winning.
Like, stop. She's like, I'm
Pedal to
gonna.
the metal.
She hears that. She's like, I'm gonna need you to step back a minute. And she. Did she do it? Yeah, she was.
Can I step back?
Yeah, you can stay. Yeah,
Okay.
fine.
She says it to the boat. I step back. The area of lightning once it hits the ground is kind of large.
Okay.
The radius of lightning is kind of large, and she calls down a thing of lightning that would be like probably right between the two, enough that it would
Hit both.
Yeah.
All right.
How far is the radius?
Roll a concentration check.
Okay. I need to go look. I think it was like 5 feet or something like that.
Okay.
The rate it's like big enough.
Because I
that,
was like, if I'm next to you, I'm like, dude.
I wouldn't be.
Fuck.
So where are we on the map? This is very important. This
So,
is important for me.
you're kinda-
Will be singed.
You're kind of there, and
pristine.
with her jump back, she probably landed about there.
Okay.
So you're both kind of like next to each other on this
And
line.
if I told him to step back.
You know what? I'll do
then,
this so we know where we're at. This is where kind of Asher will be at this point.
I can send you like the headshot of my characters.
Oh, thank you, Asher. What are you doing? He's kind of like, I'll explain what he's doing.
Just a goat head.
So kind of like the line in front of him where this box starts is where you guys are kind of
Okay.
at the moment.
I'd step back, and it would still be like, it's still farther enough that it would hit the boat, it would catch the two in the radius, probably about like radius actually, but not to catch us.
All right, roll a concentration.
Oh fuck, okay, cool. Concentration is, or is this just a straight roll?
Will to be.
Well, okay, so it's still the plus 2. See, hey, it is a 17.
17. Okay. This will be. You know what? We'll do that one.
Ooh, shit.
19. So
That's an actual 19.
roll a d6.
Oh fuck! Oh, is that? Oh, show.
Roll d6.
So we thought that was defense.
No. It hit, but it won't. It technically hit.
Mhm.
But the second part I had set up. So the way I have your attack set up,
Mhm.
since it's electrocute, like
Right.
you zap people,
Oh, he's metal.
and they're metal.
Straight up metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Metal.
I'm streaming. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of in my D&D game now.
It'd be.
You are still on mic.
Yeah. Give me a second. So
A
you
roll
see-
d6.
So we'll say it's like what is it? No, we're doing it in live, like for people. My brother Magic Mike says, "What's up?"
What?
What's up?
He says, "What's up?"
What's up?
What's up?
I say, "What's up?"
It's lightning and like other things, but lightning is the coolest and probably most destructive, and she probably
Well.
just want to do the most damage because that's what works.
I can short that
I
in.
mean, you could probably try to water lock the robot. But like, you get the kind of high wind speeds, so you get to do like actual damage.
Yeah, more illusion based.
To a robot that of that size, it would take like more than you're capable of doing. So
Yeah.
really, lightning is the cool damage that basically.
Oh, jeez.
Also, I take a really giant clap of thunder immediately following that. And I was like, ah! Oh shit! Yeah, no, that part does not play well. There it is. Oh, this one's the bad guy. This is the other one that I have. This dice shot. No,
Yeah.
that one's in here. This
Oh.
is the backup one that I was gonna put in.
Yeah, I really like multitasking with you. Go ahead and
Okay.
roll your 6.
4.
Okay. You have a D4.
Yes.
Roll it.
Oh shit. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. 2.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Yeah.
Fun times, fun times.
Yeah. kind of does. Yeah.
Oh shit. I'm gonna take and breathe this
They're fun, aren't they? I saw that.
Those cookies are surprisingly good for how shitty they look.
Give me 1 second. All right, so you see, you know, me, Yagami or Yagi?
Yagi.
Yagi. So you know, kind of me, Asher and Yagi kind of look up, and we see this like lightning bolt just kind of strike down. And we see it strike in the middle of the 2 robots.
Yeah.
They both take. What do you do? 4 and 6 or 4 and 2? They both take 4 damage, but plus 2 to the electrical.
Bruh! Wait, so they. Wait, what?
I take German. We take German.
No, it's the robots that take damage.
Oh.
So they take 6 damage total?
Yes.
Okay.
But 2 of it is electric based, since
Okay.
you use electric. That's how it
Right.
is. But roll another 4.
Another D4?
Yeah, because they're electrical beings.
Right. Okay, fun.
They're the machines now.
Right. 3.
So you see the one in the back. This one. You see him. You see it just kind of like stutter and shudder a bit, and then you just see it collapse. You kind of just deep fried its mainframe,
Nice.
and you know, and the other one just is kind of staggering.
But it's not.
It's not down yet.
But it's almost like nice.
Yeah.
She kind of smiles, and then there would probably be a loud clap of thunder, like probably immediately following that.
Ah!
Like a month ago.
Because she doesn't like she can kind of control it, the thunder, but like with lightning comes thunder.
Personalized.
I'm gonna see him look over at her. I can't
You know the My
I
Hero
can't
show?
work with you. God
It'd
damn.
be
The My
really
Hero, one with
fucking
all the
loud.
superpowers and
Chill.
stuff?
Like,
It's that we're doing one like that.
like, have you ever heard thunder that like almost shakes your house?
Yeah, no, I'm fully aware of what you're talking about, and I go, oh, chill.
At this point, it's like slightly starting to sprinkle, probably. Be like,
Keep coming up. He's just kind of like looking at you, he's like, that's rude.
she's not looking. She's just kind of like smiling, like really excited. And you can see her hair is kind of starting to, like her curly hair is starting to like pull up even more from the static.
Okay. So, is one of the robot's arms still on the ground?
No, they're one's already down, and then the other one. No.
Yeah. Well, no, like, is their arm still like stuck in the ground? Because they like did a.
Yeah, this
Like
one's
punch?
stuck in the arm.
So, Doggy's gonna go ahead and just speed and try to climb up the arm to get to kind of where like
they're
the
not
main.
that big. They're about your height.
Oh, well, I thought they were bigger than that.
There's one bigger.
Okay, well, he's
Well,
gonna go
like-
ahead and try to just do like a two-legged like fully kick push.
Like you like kind of jumping.
Yeah.
Roll the strength.
So minus 10 for the fear. Right. 13.
Nice.
2. So as you kick it, it kind of. You see that its arm kind of. You see that socket in its arm kind of pull out, but it still breaks free. But you see it's kind of loose. So. I do this. Well, since he's using it, I'll do this. Plus 3.
Okay, nice.
That'll be 18. So, from the behind you guys, you hear the snap of a bow, and you just see an arrow whiz by you, and it just clean lodges into the open arm socket, and you just see it just kind of collapse on itself.
Cool. You're like, oh, so that's what your shit is. Alright.
So you just see that. So you just hear the snap of the bow, and then it just becomes top heavy and just falls over and shuts down. This is what they're meant to do. They shut down after too much damage, or they get blown up. So at that, you see the one kind of just move forward as it comes around the corner. Kind of sees his dead brother just on the ground, one with an arrow lodged in his arm. And the first one it sees is Yagi.
No.
Dex roll.
You do it in the closest.
That's a natural 20.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Alright.
First nat 1 and first nat 20.
So you see it kind of. You can just you kind of go into the state where you already know what it's about to do. So you kind of let it kind of try to attack you, and you just stomp your hoof onto the arm, just lodging it into the ground even further. And then you do your little jump back. So that brings us back to you.
Oh, me? Okay. I guess I'll see it and I'll do the same thing again. Just kind of, still kind of running up high. I'll do the same thing that I did. And I'll call down
Lightning.
another lightning strike.
Alright, roll. Where your
Down.
roll.
Okay, cool. 15, so 17.
17. 11. So roll your d6
Right. 6 is a 2.
plus a d4.
And it's a 1. Rip.
Do another one.
Alright.
Because it's super effective.
It's a 3. Okay.
So 2, 4. It takes another 6 points of damage. This one, it's so much electricity that it just explodes right in front of us. And like you kind of see the other like examinees kind of like look over towards us, see what we're doing.
There's definitely probably like a growing like a storm.
Yeah, they're kind of noticing what you're doing now. So they're kind of, and the teachers that are watching it, they're kind of, you see they're just in there in their room taking notes about you. So, with that one dead, this is where, do we want to split up, or do we want to stick together?
Well, I'm gonna look over at her and I'm like, I can't do anything to keep doing that. It's gonna spook me too much.
Sorry, it's kind of my thing. I gotta
Yeah, so I'll split from her at least.
You want to stick around?
I can. You see, while you're saying it, you see him pulling out the arrow from the down. You see him just kind of stick it back in.
Person anyway, it wouldn't help you in this situation.
So you see him just stick it back in. He's like, yeah, I guess I can stick around. We can watch our back.
I'm splitting off.
Alright. If you ever need us, just follow the rolling clouds of thunder.
So I figured that would be as much.
Yep. You can see her hair is definitely like just from all of the electricity. It's
You
like
see just him being like around you, like the side of his fur is like sticking up, and he's like, I can't. No,
Yeah,
I ain't doing that.
You know what? That's fair. And she like turns around and then she kind of gets this evil look in her eye and she goes to poke you.
Don't touch me!
Can I roll next to try to see?
I will roll to literally smack her.
I will take it. I go to poke him to try to see if I can give him a static shock from all the electricity in this building.
You just kind of see Asher just kind of shake his head like, let's focus on something. We'll do this after.
Alright.
So, with that, Asher and what? Elena?
Mm-hmm.
We kind of go this way. We kind of towards these two robots. We kind of turn this corner. We notice that there's two more, number 1 painted robots.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Yagi decides to split off. He goes, you go this way, right? And you notice that there's a robot here with 2 on it, painted on it.
Of course there is.
You got this.
So who wants to go? Who do you want to do first?
Would you like,
Who do you want to do first? What do you mean?
or do like what?
Which battle do you want to do? You want us to do our battle, or do you want to do your battle?
Maybe doing the one-person battle is probably best
roll your initiative.
I want a 450. You want half of it.
That's me.
An 8.
I want half.
Alright, it got a 14. So it notices you. You see like a red like line, kind of like a laser kind of point.
As soon as they see the two, they're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh
Yeah,
shit.
you notice you see some other or examinees. They see it and they just start booking it the other way. And you kind of get this feeling like, what did I just get myself into? So you see this laser kind of pointed at you. Oh shit, where did the dice go?
You say this is a pretty bad situation.
Oliver, can you get? I think it's down there somewhere.
Can we just say if it's a high number, can we reroll? If it's a low number, you can keep it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's down there. Shit. There you go.
You see the pun just like off in the distance.
What do you do with it?
Like, I feel like you're going to the
Oh.
joke force.
If it's a high roll, you can
You have to re-roll
you
it.
can re-roll it.
I don't know. I kind of want to keep it.
No, what do you mean?
It got a nat.
You're telling me logically that as a goat with a quirk where I could get easily harmed by her quirk, I shouldn't have ran off? Are you gonna punish me?
No. You want to know what it rolled?
What?
Nat 20.
No! Are you fucking kidding me?
How about
You dropped it.
If it rolls out of your hand unintentionally, you don't have to get this. What was it?
Alright.
This is either really bad or really
DM's
good.
against me, I see it.
What is it?
Everybody's against me. Y'all have like God mod quirks. I have the worst.
I don't have a quirk.
Your quirk is old Mr. Bow.
Yeah, but you don't know. We
He
don't
runs
know.
out of arrows, he's fucked. He's gonna
It was another nat 20. I'll do it one more time. I got a 14. You want to try and beat that?
I already rolled.
What'd you get?
I got like a 9.
Oh, that was for initiative. This is for an attack.
Oh, no.
So roll a
What
dex.
is it? Strength or
Dex.
Dex? 12.
12. All right. So you see it kind of just open. You see like a hatch open up and kind of like a paintball gun kind of pops up.
Hi, that's a gun. You brought a gun to a goat fight.
And your character gets hit with 2 pellets, like 2.
Ah!
And now you see your fur. You kind of look down. Your fur is all kind of like orange and blue, and it's just kind of mixing.
I'm gonna think about that for the designs later.
So I'm not keeping track of health at this point because we don't need it yet. Because everybody's gonna pass no matter what. So your turn. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go ahead. How big is he?
He's it with one good you can get on top of him like and still be like have a good.
How tall? You know what I mean?
Well, he's about 8-9 feet tall, but he's kind of it's a bigger robot.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and climb up him until I get see if I can so leaping to him won't be too bad. So I just want to leap onto him and onto his shoulders and see about giving him a swift another basic kick to try to crush the head.
Roll of strength. It's gonna be a little bit harder.
I hope you know that if I cannot draw this myself, I will be commissioning someone to draw this bow.
What?
You brought a gun to a goat fight.
That's gonna be 14.
14. Ooh, a 13. So you see and you see it and you jump, you go by it and you just full on both hooves just right in its head, and you see that you actually knock out one of its kind of eye sockets.
Yeah, eye socket works.
But it's not down yet.
Eye socket works.
So now you're kind of just stuck up there, and it doesn't know what to do. So roll of dex.
That's gonna be 20.
Ooh, okay. So me and
Elena.
I want to say Elena, but
You can say Elena.
okay. So Dasher and Elena, we hear this just and we just see from the just from the debris from up there that something's going on over there. It's like the robot's just thrashing back and forth
You
on.
just hear, fuck this robot, fuck this thing, just from a very far.
Yeah, we're both just we know who that is.
Yeah.
But what's happening is this thrashing around, and thanks to your mountain goat abilities, you're basically just staying on, like, no struggle. You're just staying on as it's thrashing around, trying to toss
So
you
it's
off.
like one of those mechanical
Bull
rolls.
ride?
Yeah, it's a bull riding thing. Yeah, it's just kind of like
But like only with my feet. Like
you're just kind of like, this is.
Whee!
Yeah, you're not really more worried about it. You're just like, this is all you got? Okay.
I have several questions.
Alright, you can go. That was his chance to attack. He's trying to throw you off.
Okay.
You're still near its head. You can go for another.
Headshot.
I'm gonna go ahead. Is there anything like you said an eye socket shot? Is there anything behind the eye socket?
Well, you can see like a bunch of like electrical wires, and it's kind of like sparking a bit.
Should I touch the sparky thing? Probably not.
But like you can tell that like that kick did something to it because it's not acting the way it should now.
I'll just go for another one. Just go for
Another kick?
straight to the head. The exact same place where I did last time.
Okay.
Hoping it does something. 15?
So you kick it again, and this time your hoof just goes straight through it. You're kind of just like you're expecting you expected some kind of like resistance, but your hoof just you're like
Oh! Ah! Jesus Christ.
you just see all we hear is and it just kind of just slides a bit. You're just like
Like a bug. Get off, please.
the people just people who ran away just kind of peek around. They just see you going like it's just stuck on your hoof. They're like
Is that dope?
they're more worried about that person took down that big robot.
I've just been informed that the radius of the lightning strike is roughly 50 feet.
Don't you? That's alright. That's why I'm all the way over there. I said, no, honey, I see that.
All right.
Is it defeated?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, shit.
So
I got myself 2 points.
Woo. Cool.
That's 2 out of 2.
ooh,
It varies.
Okay.
It varies. Yeah. And so I think if it hits just the ground straight up, it's a really big radius. But if it hits something else before it hits the ground, then it's smaller.
Mhm.
That's,
okay. So the robot's got a 6 and a 4.
okay. Oh,
Asher got a 20 for his initiative.
okay. I need to roll this. What is it? 4 plus,
Plus,
my will, right? That's what we're doing.
yeah, well, whichever one's higher.
My will's higher. So that's a 6. Plus 2 because my will's 15, right?
Yeah, it's every
Alright.
2.
Cool. That's a 6.
6. So since you are technically faster than these robots, so it's me, you, and then the robots. So you see, as Asher turns the corner, he's already got another arrow notched in the bow and pulled back. Which first he sees. 17. Alright. Whew. Okay. So you see him turn around. You see the robot kind of look around, and you just notice that Asher is like, he clicks the trigger and it just shoots, and you just both of you just watch the arrow just sail straight through its head and just watch it fall over.
Damn.
And you see he's kind of just like he's sort of kind of like proud of himself for that shot, but he knows that it got a nat 1 by the way.
Oh. Yeah, no, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Yeah, it's kind of just turned it the wrong way. It's just
Like, okay, that's an impressive set. Alright, my turn. And she goes and she looks and like tries to call down a lightning strike like right on top of its head.
alright. Roll your
Using it as basically as a lightning rod.
roll will get 7.
That's plus 2, so that's a 9. 9.
I got an 11.
Damn it!
So it hits and it kind of just staggers and it kind of sits back right up and it's pissed at you now as you hear the wheels on it kind of churn and it just takes off right at you with its shield-like arm just pointed at you.
She sees that it didn't do it. She does her thought, and you can kind of see like the wind is picking up, and this causes a little dark. And she's like,
All right, roll dex.
"Yeah, I'll fight."
plus 1.
Plus 1. That is a 5. I definitely get hit, don't I?
Yeah,
Fun.
it got a 6.
Oh, fuck me!
So it kind of, you just, in one moment you just feel this piece of metal just square just right in the chest.
Oh.
As you know, you're kind of, since we're back here, you kind of just start to get, like, you don't get pushed back too far. You just kind of hit the wall. Mm-hmm. You're just kind of, it like, if you knew something was gonna happen, so you were ready. It didn't hurt that much, but like, you're kind of like,
I'm not, like, definitely winded.
okay, that's a wake up. It's like that's a wake up call.
Okay, cool. Do I have to roll to maintain concentration on the storm? Like, whether I still have control over it or not?
We'll do that in the next.
Okay.
Because right now we're still kind of fresh in the fight,
Right.
so we're not getting tired yet. So Asher kind of looks back and he's trying to see if you can give him a sign that you're still up in the fight.
Just kind of go.
All right. Yeah, Asher just kind of nods and he notches another arrow and fires. Oh God. And doing so, he wasn't looking.
Oh no.
And you just see the arrow, it gets caught in the wind that you have created,
Oh,
and
right.
you just see it just go straight into the wall next to it. And he kind of just turns back at you, and he's just like,
Look,
the storm over here, causing winds and everything.
Hey, look, that's what that is a hazard. You with Mr. Bow and Arrow, don't you have to like account for that shit? It's not my fault you don't know how to read for winds.
He just kind of goes, no, I got caught up in the moment trying to make sure you're okay. So the robot notices Asher. All right, Asher, let's see what we got. And, as he kind of like turns around to say, yeah, that's just my fault. He just get clocked side in the jaw and just smacked right dab into the house. And you see it actually crumble on, but just kind of crumble into him.
Do I hear that?
Yeah, you just hear like a coo.
So it's
I'm just trying to shake it off. I'm like,
you wouldn't probably
you good?
you hear like probably from that point of view, it's probably just like a robot falling over, and then like lightning, boom, like thunder, and then like repeated people hitting walls.
Y'all good?
You just don't hear it, and Asher's kind of just like,
You hear
kind of like lost in the rubble at the moment.
You hear very quiet, like weak thunder in response to like, "Are you good?"
I just want to take like 2 kicks like to the head where I was trying to get stuck where I finally got my foot on stuck and I just go dunk dunk in response to the light thunder.
Just at this moment, you guys are doing Morse code.
Ding 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 ding.
With the thunder.
Okay. All right.
Alright, okay, I look and I just call another lightning strike. And that's probably all she can think of doing right now, just defensively. Probably later down the line she'll be like, oh, I can do other things.
Yeah, Asher's kind of stuck in here now.
Just for right now. Same thing. There's a,
What'd you get?
a 6.
A 6?
No, that's a 7.
7? Jeez, this one's not wanting to go down. You got a 12.
Damn it.
You see it gets struck again, it kind of just staggers again, and it kind of gets...
Not even in the middle.
Alright, it's the robot again.
Isn't that 20, ain't it? Can I at least roll to see if maybe I also roll with that 20?
Yeah.
It wouldn't hurt.
If not, I'll re-roll. So,
Okay, but that is a 6. It's not even a 9, it's a 6.
yeah, it's a 13.
Okay.
So he kind of jerks his hand out of the wall. You kind of see, like, it kind of caught part of Asher's shoulder, like, piece of his shirt, and you see it kind of just rip out, and you're just kind of like...
Ooh, that doesn't look fun. And then I get...
And then you just while you're doing it, you just see a metal again right in the stomach. Just further into the wall.
Oh, that... and then she kind of turns and, like, vomits, and it's just... cool.
Okay. Ooh. Speed it by 1. So, while that happening, you just hear the the snap of a bow again. But just out of this like small little hole from the rubble, you just see an arrow just zip by and just sticks in the back of the head of the robot.
Nice.
And it just falls over after that.
Nice. Just like, you know what, that's a good one for you. Mm-hmm. Yep.
You kind of, Asher gets up and he kind of gets out, and His whole shoulder is just covered in blood at the moment. He's like, okay, that.
Yeah, that looks like it hurt. You want me to be?
Well, you get smacked into a building.
Oh, you know what? I know what that. You know what? I think I know what it feels like. That's probably if she like puts very lightly puts a hand on where she got hit and like, oh, that's going mark. That should probably get that checked out later.
You're one to talk. The one that hit was his holding on.
Yeah.
The one where he holds the bow. So he's like, all right. We got to keep going. We're getting. So he gets out of the, treks out, and he's just kind of like, he kind of like tore the other shoulder off. He's kind of just patting down the shoulder, covering up, cleaning out the blood and stuff like that. Just quick first aid, just okay. So as we continue, we turn this corner and we meet up with Yagi,
Yo!
which
No,
Yagi.
dude! You look at it, I'm just like leaning over, holding my chest. His shoulder's all fucked up.
You see like little drips of blood just trailing down his shoulder.
I'm there.
I mean,
We kind of got smacked in the building.
Really? Do I look fucked up to you? Do I look like I took a hit? Really?
I don't think either of you can talk about taking a hit.
Okay, you got hit once in the shoulder. Like, you know what? You're fine.
look, we got 10 minutes. I'm gonna. When he sees he feels kind of like guilty, and he's just kind of.
I'll let you know that this is the arm I have to hold my bow in.
Aw, pobrecito. Now you have you can't pull it all the way through. Whatever.
Maybe not. I don't know. Let's go. So. No, I can't use it. So as we reconvene in this corner.
Whistle?
Do we want to do that one now?
No, just whistle.
I mean, if you have, I think you're
I also
sort of
don't want to look up ghost whistling.
I think if you have the faculties to talk normally, then you might also have the faculties to whistle.
Oh, he's so numb. Oh, he's beat.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
You just see this. This is a giant. We hear it just the wheels of it, and you just see it crash through this building. Just right in front of us. It just turns us. We're just like.
Is this worth any points? I look at it like dead ass. Is this worth any points? Because like no, I already took 2 hits. No.
I don't think we can run from that.
You can. I have learned that you can run from anything if you try hard enough.
It depends. If
If
we, this does not count towards points because it's the 0. The one that
Right.
Deku destroyed. This
Right.
the giant 0.1 one. This is the one we're about to fight. If we want. But I have a secondary little story
Who
thing on.
all is around us?
It's just us 3.
Nobody else?
No. Because at this point, they announced, oh, you got 3 minutes left. And this is at the point where, like, Deku's like...
Right, he's like, I don't have any points, I need to...
This is the point where he's, like, jumping in to save Urdaraka at the last
Right.
minute, and so...
I'd like to go like very close to you in this moment. Just be like, all right, listen. You got the thunder powers. I'll see what I can do to climb up and see what's like the main frame that you should like pinpoint to. But I'm gonna need your help on this one. Can't do this one alone.
Look, I don't know if this is even worth it. Like, if it said it wasn't worth any points.
I don't think we have a choice at this point. It's right there.
It's at this point that you just see that the lights shine on its face, and it's directly looking at
That
you.
looks like go time, ma'am.
Alright, and she's like, fine.
Do we want to... We can run.
I got 2 points under my belt. I'm good.
I only have the one!
Did I? Or no, you got 2 other points from the other 2.
Like, I didn't, because I didn't...
Well, technically you got 2. You destroyed that one
And then I did a lot of damage to another
to another one, which I
It makes
count.
me look cool as soon as I climb this
So
thing,
technically
I'm
you
like,
have
fine.
3. I have 2. She
I
has
have
2.
3. Did I
You
get
killed one of the ones down here.
No, I put his arm in there and then you said her lightning bolt took it out.
Yeah, but
you did damage.
I
as
count-
long as you did damage to it.
I'm moving the shit
I
around.
thought I had 2.
No, you got 3.
Yeah.
We're tied at the moment, but it's enough to pass basically.
You're good.
Because we're just not getting graded on the points that they're worth. It's also how we're fighting.
Right. We know that, and the teachers know that. Elena would know that.
Yeah, our characters don't know that
I
we're
would know that.
what
How,
we've
like,
already how many
right.
points we have, but
we
we
would
know.
just think about like the points, and
Yeah.
because I think because of the way that
Kinda-
she wants to be a hero and the way that she's doing things, she would be like very focused.
Listen, this thing is very big.
All right, fine, we'll fight it, and it's very reserved.
Oh, we're fighting.
Yeah.
Are we sure?
You know, I'm just like, fuck it.
She sees
Tell me
him
about it.
and she's
Tell me
like,
about it.
he doesn't get his ass whooped.
I'm gonna get my ass whooped. See him? Like he knows very well. He's like, I'm probably gonna get my ass whooped, but he's like, if I climb the top of this thing, if I reach like hit the
This
top
thing
of
is
it,
like-
that is my goal. That is it.
It's
I
gonna
don't
take
have to
like
hit
2
it.
turns to climb the thing.
Goats can go pretty high.
Well, then again, I mean,
Go
Deku
up to-
cleared it in 1 jump.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you just whoop, and then go can do it. Go can do it.
Go do it. Go do it.
Are we gonna fight it?
Yeah, it's fun.
Alright.
Alright, I'm rolling.
Roll an initiative.
What is
Oh.
13. That is like 15.
That's a 4.
Okay, do you still want to fight?
Yes.
15 total.
15 total? What's yours total?
4.
It got a 6.
Oh, when she goes and runs up and sees that y'all are way behind, we're just like, mother, I'm mad. How?
Well,
I just watched slow
Asher's up
motion.
there. Asher got a 13.
Okay.
You see Asher's like all for this at this point. He knows what he wants, and
Yeah.
he knows that he wasn't the only one who wanted to run away at that point. He was gonna fight the thing even if you guys didn't. That's the little secondary bit I had, was that he was gonna fight it by himself if you guys ran.
Yeah. Alright, fine. And I was gonna do a thing and could not get into climbing it. I should probably.
Well, she won't. Yeah, so she won't probably climb until after the.
My idea was maybe try to like waterlog it, like just have sort of like an onslaught of like hyper focused rain on it to try to like waterlog it and then also slow it down. But like that would also make it super, because it's metal and it's super slippery. And I don't know.
No, that's the thing is my hooves can like have huge traction.
That and
That's like
the
a
robot's
big thing
kinda-
of
It's got enough places where she'll hook onto that.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, I will be fine.
So could I try to like I guess waterlog it? Like,
Alright.
try to see
So-
if there's like a like in any of the crevices, just kind of like a hyper focus. Like someone took almost kind of like a hose, but like instead of it being like on this, if someone took like one of the. Have you ever had a shower where like the water pressure was just like way too hard and it's like you're getting pelted or like that kind of rain?
So. All right. So roll your will.
All right. The idea is that it is waterlogged and then I strike it with lightning later. There's that's a 18.
All right, you cleared the check by 1. Since it was such a big deal,
Mm-hmm.
it's a harder check.
Yeah.
You want to cause enough rain for this big object so you can strike it later.
Mm-hmm.
It's a harder check.
That makes sense. No, that's fair. That's fair.
All right. Just want to let you know why it was so high. So, well, it's not really doing anything. So it just, the other contestants are kind of like, great, now we're all soaked and wet. Who did this?
She's just like,
You kind of see Asher back there, just kind of like, hey,
look on now.
hey, look, my blood's gone.
See, I washed it for you. You're good.
Yeah.
Wait,
So,
you got rain on? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I feel like it's
she-
the whole radius.
yeah, what she calls rain, which is mainly on the robot, but we're close enough to it that we're kind of getting.
Pelted with it.
Yeah. So you're the paint that was on you is kind of just melted off.
It wouldn't be like a nice rain though. It'd probably it'd be worse
Ow.
at this epicenter.
Yeah,
but,
it's like a hard pelting rain. It's like a hard pelting rain. Like you're like,
Ow.
like Asher's kind of like wincing at the fan, but he's like, hey, no blood,
Ow.
nice.
Ow.
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 She's just listening. Every time you say "out," you can her head just kind of twitches ever so slightly.
Ow.
All right. That's actually ready for the- That's a 19.
We need to give you a shittier time.
You need to get that done.
So even with the rain, which makes it harder for Asher to hold on to the arrow now,
Oh, my cork goes like.
like he feels the arrow something that big.
Yeah.
It's gonna be near you. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, but it's also waterlogged, so
Yeah.
like in more metal in the water should like it's.
It should, in theory, do the most damage. Where the fuck am I going?
But okay, I've also been thinking she's gonna see that Asher looks like out and like. Do you think you can take one more shot, like one more?
You see, he kind of bends down in pain, picks up the bow, and you can see like he's in pain, but his eyes are saying like he will fight and fight and fight.
Is there a spot on this robot that you think you could hit like dead on and it would do a lot of damage using the wind to help guide the arrow, and if anything, give it more power to like shoot through it because it's so like it you would have to basically have like a giant ass gun to like shoot straight through it, and so the
We
idea
can, if we hit it dead center, you know, he kind of just cuts you off on accident. He's like, if we hit it dead center in the face, I think that's where its mainframe is. I think we can shut it down from one shot to the face.
okay, I'm thinking, or at least anywhere else that it would like hurt it a lot, I can try to use the wind to guide it and give it more power so it'll hit it with more oomph.
As far as I know, I think the only place is the head.
Okay.
Because that's where we've, you know, I've shot 2 now through the head,
Mm-hmm.
and they've just
went
completely
down.
shut down. He's kind of like rubbing the shoulder now. He's like, I think I got 1 shot.
The rain starts like playing it, like light, like it lightens up, but it's more concentrated like over him. So it's like it's trying to do the same thing that it did earlier. And it's just like I can try to guide the wind so that way it'll. Could I do? I guess it would be a co-op role maybe.
Yeah, we would have to. Since I'm firing my.
It would be a support role basically. I wouldn't be directly attacking. It would be Asher attack, but like with advantage maybe. I don't fucking know. What do you call?
Hey, we want to do, you know, wind arrow.
I want to do the wind arrow. I want to see.
All right. So Asher, you know, he notches an arrow, he puts it in, he aims it up, and he waits on your, you know, when to fire the bow.
Okay. Do I need to roll anything?
Roll your concentration to see if you can get the wind to do it.
Okay. All right. Let's see. That's a 5.
So the winds aren't that powerful, but I got a nat 20.
Oh my god! Thank God. I'm like, I saw your face and I went, that's either a nat 1 or a nat 20.
So I got a nat 20. So Asher, even though the wind wasn't as strong,
Mm-hmm. It's enough to.
he lets it fly, and the wind's not a lot, but enough force that it sails. It hits. We see it penetrate, but we don't see it exit.
Okay.
So it lodged into its mainframe. You see it start just shutting down, and it starts falling towards us.
Oh, fuck. So I'm assuming this is a dex save to see if we can get out of the way of the falling thing?
Yep.
Fun, cool.
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh
Okay,
shit.
my dex is +1. That's a nat 20.
Fuck.
Woo!
What'd you get? 12? So both of you clear it.
Yeah.
Asher, on the other hand,
Oh, bye. Nice job.
Could I try to like, cause like it's a net, could I try to like, at least try to pull him back?
we can see. Yeah, we can do that. So you see him kind of, like falling behind as it's falling down. You can grab him and you just kind of throw him forward.
Or like I could use the wind to like push him forward.
As you do that, you ram his shoulder into a light pole. And while he's like, you know, like he doesn't like curse at you, and he knows that
It's either the light pole or the robot.
or the robot. He's like, you know what? He's like, you can see he's saying it through his teeth. Take the light pole to the arm any fucking day.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. I would have been crushed either way.
Fair, that's fair. Alright. So at this point I'm assuming this is where I'd be like,
And as it falls and hits the ground, we hear the buzzers sound off.
oh fun.
And like,
We did it.
Yeah, does that count?
We did the thing.
and we'll say this, the teachers were impressed with how you helped Asher push him forward. Even though you rammed his shoulder, bad shoulder, the hurt shoulder, into a light pole,
Look.
they gave you a combined total of 45 rescue points for that.
Okay. Alright.
So your total would be around 70 right now.
Okay. Cool.
Yagi didn't get any rescue points because he didn't really rescue anyone.
No one to rescue. We ran off on our own. We rescued ourselves.
But you did kick ass and you didn't get your ass kicked
Yeah.
by
So
robots.
you made 20 points on the exam or the written part. You didn't do well on the written part, but you made it up with 45 villain points. Yeah.
Villain point.
In the show, Bakugo gets like 80 villain points
Oh, is that just sort of like destructive?
How well
damage?
he is against fighting villains. Basically.
Oh, that's what I meant.
So you got
I was like, huh?
you made 65 total points. Asher, on the other hand, got judged a little bit more harshly, but he got 35 on the written exam, 20 for villains, which is 50, and he got 10 for rescue. Because after you got hit, the robot was going to go after you again.
Right.
So when he shot it, they counted that as
stopped
a
it.
rescue point.
Okay. I can see how that works.
So as we're all just kind of like sitting down now, just this, we see like through the something bust out of the robot. We see it's like mainframe, like brain just fall over, and there's just an arrow sticking out of it.
I kind of like sit on the ground and I'm just like trying to like breathe and I'm just like I think I might actually broke my rib. And I look down.
Broken a rib, huh? You can see like how bad like his shoulder got dislocated from the pole. Like
Yeah,
he's like
I'm gonna.
he's purposely like holding his arm like this, trying to keep it elevated.
I'm gonna come over to you, and I'm just gonna specifically pick like wool out of my thing, and I'm gonna try to like shove it into where the hole is.
I'm trying to like
See if I
stop
can
the
like
bleeding and
stop
stuff.
bleeding, stop anything.
As you're doing that,
Just
you
keep going until like it seems like it's gonna stop bleeding.
you can hear from behind you. It's an old lady. You hear, "Oh, don't worry about that. I can get that." You see a little like an old small lady walk up to you with a syringe cane.
Is this another party, Sam?
And you see Asher, you look up and go, he goes, "No, that's recovery of the school."
Okay, I'm just gonna go.
And you see she does her,
With like the blood. Like,
she does, you see her do the mosquito like kiss, and you see that the wound just kind of heals up and his arm straightens up.
I'm like,
And she's all like, "What about you?"
please, maybe just
And so she does the mosquito kiss, and you can feel the rib kind of, you can feel it easier to breathe now.
Oh, that's nice.
And she looks over to Yagi, she's like, "What about you? Are you hurt?"
he just kind of steps under the scope. He's like, I think I'm good. I have some paint. And then he realizes it's like all washed off. He's like, oh, yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, okay." She hands you some gummies. These are lettuce flavored.
Stuff. Absolutely. First
And
thing.
she goes, "You three did well on the exam. I watched you three work together pretty well."
Thank you.
And then you hear,
It's still like the rain. The clouds aren't as dark, but it's still like raining, like very light rain.
Asher kind of stands up, he grabs his bow, and we see in a bit of a distance that there's someone sprawled out on the ground. And his arm, his legs are all,
Broccoli boy!
he's
You good?
busted all up, and we're like,
Broccoli boy!
Asher goes, "I thought I was bad."
Is he alive?
Broccoli
Oh my
boy!
god, have they ever had someone die during this
And
recovery?
you see Recovery Girl up and do her mosquito kiss as it fixes his legs and arms.
Oh, he's good.
Like and Lena sees like the arm just kind of like revert back and it's like literally gets up to go vomit. I'm like, no.
I think he's good.
And she turns around. "Oh, he'll be fine after some sleep." Okay.
You're cool.
So as we're all exiting the exam area, we kind of look around. We see all the damage that happened. We notice that a lot of them are kind of blown to bits and pieces. We're all just kind of like, okay.
What happened here? I thought I did some damage.
And like we noticed that like everybody's been patched up, healed up. People are eating gummies and stuff like that.
Y'all get lettuce flavor gummies? I got lettuce flavor gummies.
And they're like, "No, we got normal gummy. What are you, a goat?" They all then
We all look at them.
and then and then they look down and they go, "Oh, you are a goat."
My goat hook just
This time Asher does it for her, or does for Yagi. He goes,
Like you can still see some of like the hair. Her hair is like all frizzy from like the static, and she just goes down, and like she pats him on the back, and then you can hear the shot, and then her hair falls down flat. It's like not
oh,
one of the
you
Just oh.
I only get to do that.
It's like,
years away.
why do we do? I don't even know. At this point, Asher is.
Where's Kirishima? I've been searching.
And then from behind, he goes, "Someone call for me."
Ah! He falls over.
Oh, hey, you got red hair too. I do.
Is it natural? Like, she's like, okay, his is natural, is yours natural?
He kind of is like, yeah, of course.
Really? That's a two whole, like, fire truck.
But you
engine red hair.
can hear it like he's kind of like avoiding your eyes and stuff like that. He's like, yeah.
She's not paying enough attention. She's just curious. It's just
Yeah,
like,
it's
it's
just
a
kinda
cool
like-
engine, like fire truck engine red hair, like natural hair color. Like, what the fuck? I get stuck with this shit.
So as we,
He's just kind of like where he normally put like a witty comeback. He's like,
so as we're leaving, we see Eraserhead again, and he stops the three of us.
I get very serious. I just like shut up.
She like kind of stands up straighter and kind of stands up and kind of in front of the two of you, and it's just like
He-
it like still nods and bows, but it's definitely like
No.
she's
You see, he's got a stack.
Listen.
You see, he's got a stack of papers. And he's kind of going through them. He stops on one. He looks up to you. He's like, pretty destructive. Might be more trouble than you are worth.
nothing I haven't heard before. No, she wouldn't say that. She would fuck. I would say it. She just kind of like it actually kind of hurt her. She just kind of like.
But then he goes, but that's what we're here for. You'll be trained correctly, and you will be able to become one of our best heroes. Then he looks at Yagi.
I just immediately hooves on Claire, like bow down, like, I'm sorry, I was such a loud mouth. I'm so sorry.
He's like, calm down. Your goat abilities, as we'll call them for now.
I'm about to say that's species.
And he's like, I know, but we don't have any other correct term at the moment. Your mountain goat abilities will be great for rescuing. You did well on this exam. And then you just feel this chill as he turns his head toward Asher, and he goes, "So you're still alive, huh?"
No. We're dead.
Asher's just like, "Yeah, what about it?" And like, you can tell there's something between the two of them. Like, and Eraserhead's like, "Well, make sure your secret doesn't get out."
And I just kind of looks at Ash and just like.
And Asher's like, "Yeah, make sure yours doesn't get out."
Secrets don't make friends.
And like
Secrets don't
Eraserhead's
make
like,
friends.
and he jots something down on the paper and then he leaves. And then Asher kind of just starts walking back towards the bus.
We are not leaving this
runs
conversation
after it.
today.
It's just like, so you're gonna tell us what that is, right? You're gonna tell us that. What is that? Like right now,
He
right here, right now.
he shoulders the bow and he goes, "I don't have any powers."
You told me that earlier. Now I'm taking it seriously.
I'm just a guy with a bow and an arrow.
So you literally are Hawkeye. Oh my God!
Again, I don't know the reference for me.
We're gonna let you. You're not borrowing my physical copies. I don't trust you with them. I'm sorry.
As you should not.
Like he makes sure to keep it calm. And he's like, I was born quirkless. I don't have a power."
God. I'm gonna be real cheap. That fucking sucks, dude. But like, good on you for that bow and arrow shit.
Listen, I feel like I got
He-
one of the short end of this stick. I wish I got random like bow bending abilities. I'm just a bow.
He doesn't have bow bending abilities.
Bow bending.
Asher kind of looks at
That's
Yagi.
hard.
Asher looks at Yagi and goes, "I don't have a quirk, Yagi."
No, I know, but it's like the fact that you can do it is like cool, and that's like something
You want to know why I can do it?
Because you work towards it. I understand.
He pulls out. He goes, "Yeah." He pulls out the arrow. Notice the scrapes and the discoloring of the arrows.
Let him have his moment.
I've practiced for 5 years with a bow and arrow.
And you're good. I'll give you that satisfied. You do a good job.
Just think, though. You want to know why Eraserhead doesn't like me?
I'm guessing because you don't have a quirk and you got in because of a support item.
Well, not only that, I shouldn't even been here in the first place. See, he kind of just goes quiet for a minute before he's trying to think it over. He goes, You know what? I'll show you.
Okay.
After school, meet me by the bus stop.
Okay, that's ominous, but that's ominous. I normally wouldn't. Alright.
Just, I've put enough trust in you to tell you my secret. I think I can trust you to beat me.
You're coming with, right? So you're coming with
late
me.
night snack.
So vienes conmigo.
Hey, I'm figuring out my schedule.
We'll go grab some food after it.
Eat late night. Okay, you're on.
At this point, Asher already knows. Just meet me by the bus stop.
Okay.
So we return to the classroom, and we're all told, no major injuries except for Asher and Izuku Midoriya.
I tried to sit next to Tokiyami. I try my best. I'm like, I just want to sit next to Tokiyami.
Which actually works. You get a seat next to him, and he's just kind of. But like, you can hear like everybody does not like Asher at all.
Jesus.
So,
Big rip, dude.
as we're leaving the classroom, we're walking out the doors of UA. We're greeted by someone.
Okay.
We all know who it is and love. Someone we all adore. We notice the tall figure standing at the gates. And you just see the hair, and like both of you would know right off the bat who it is.
Shit, Lenny gets like so excited. It's just like,
I
You
feel not stressed today.
You see him turn around, and he's all smiling and everything. He's like, good job today, you three.
It is an honor to meet you, sir. But you do so much good, and you do so good hero work. Can I get your watch? You pull out a notebook.
He just pulls out like a piece of paper that's already got his signature. He hands one to each of us. He makes sure the one he hands to Yagi is not paper. And he's like, even you, Asher, you did more than anyone else could. And Asher, All Might does not know. Asher's just like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Cool. And Lena's just like.
But he's a little happier that someone acknowledged the work he's put in, especially All Might. And as we're leaving, he turns to me and he's like, you three will be great heroes one day.
And Lena just like sits up even, like stands up even straighter. And just like,
So in the bus arrives, you hear the door open and Asher's already stepping on, and he's like, yeah, maybe.
Maybe. How much do you think you could sell this for? I don't know. He has a lot prepared, just like that meeting.
I'm not even paper.
You could probably sell it for.
You already see Asher's like crumpled his up. He's just kind of.
And then just kind of just like.
You know how many cabbages I could get for the amount of money I could get for this?
A lot, but like also cabbages are not expensive.
As you're talking, you see that we're like passing by, a church, and then you hear the button to be for a stop. We pull up to the same cemetery before in the opening. As Asher kind of motions you two to follow him.
And we follow. I carefully tuck the.
Hey, so I don't trust cemetery. Go cemetery. Go
Just-
cemetery.
If you turn, like I kind of lean close to the.
You see,
Don't leave me in the process.
Asher kind of turns his head and he goes, just bear it for like 10 minutes. You kind of just pass, grave after grave. And
At the
really?
moment, there's like one grave that Ellen and I just kind of, there was like a lot of like flowers and things like that, and she just kind of like sort of respectfully just kind of nods at it.
Next thing you know, you notice that we start entering the infant area. Where all the
That's so
Ooh, you got some trauma, don't you?
Hey, he doesn't. He's you see he's grabbing something out of his pocket.
Goat does not understand morality, so he's just like, oh, then children.
So you see him stop at one.
Oh, my bad, dude.
I look at it, I see my action like that. I kind of like nod respectfully, and I go, oh, you got some
Sure, you can say it like that. You see him pull out like a small little toy car. He sets it on the gravestone, which I have done this so many times with my brother. If you want to know that, my brother Steven passed away when he was 16 or 18 months old. He was the firstborn. He would have been 30 this year, or somewhere in the 30s. And we have dropped cars and stuff off at his gravesite before. I remember it. So I'm using this kind of as a thing for Asher. He sets the car down. He goes, "Well, you can say I've had trauma."
Ooh. I said that's a trauma in the situation, but now I feel like I have a lot of younger siblings, so I'm like, if they were to happen, I don't know what I would do.
And you wanna know why Razorhead doesn't like me?
Right.
He was the hero that saved my family that in one day that an accident occurred, which should have been me,
I'm so sorry.
but my little brother was caught instead. And I never know if he hates me because maybe I'm the older one and I should have done something.
Or if he's just feels guilty.
But in this quirk-filled society we have now, it's either you have a quirk or you're useless in this world.
I don't know. I wouldn't call you useless. I saw what you did back. Like, we all saw what you did. You're not useless, not at all.
That's 5 years of hard work. I've been training since I was 10.
Yeah.
Because I want to show the world you don't need a quirk to be a hero. Even if it's old school like a bow and arrow.
Hey, if it works, right? The wind kind of picks up a little bit. Like,
Just leaves.
like a little stronger than you would expect on like the weather for that day.
Right. He goes. Asher just kind of looks up to the sky. He's like, "Yeah, just me and my mom right now. Dad's off trying to find the guy who did this."
I hope we find whoever did it.
Yeah, well, when you're just a normal police officer, you can't do much.
You okay there, Gabby?
I feel like Yagi would be like, "I don't know what to do."
Yeah.
That's bad.
Sad.
Sucks that happened, you know. He goes, "This is why I'm trying to be a hero. Not because I want to show Razorhead I could be something.
I think you can do it.
Well, we'll get our results later tonight." And as he leaves, he pays for both of your tickets back to your respective areas. As he begins his trek home, he walks home now. And I'll let you guys do some stuff. Would you pick up after? Because I want to see how your characters are going to start reacting to now that you know that A, he's quirkless, and he's shown what he can do, and B, what his past is.
And when it takes, plans on taking the bus back to home, and then she realizes, oh shit, my mom was supposed to pick me up. I'm a dumbass. And like takes the bus back to you away, and her mom is just sitting there in the parking lot, like, where were you? Just like, I made some friends, and we were just talking. And her mom's like, get in the car, and she just kind of sits in the back. And there's like as she's walking to her mom, and as the car is driving, there's like. It's like the same like kind of the whirling dark clouds, just specifically following like in waves the car, and not quite reading it, but it looks like it's about to. And she's just kind of like just knowing all that, having all that information, she's just kind of like, oh shit, and thinking about her own reasonings for wanting to be here. She's like, cool, alright, I feel like an ass now, and just kind of processing everything. She's like, oh, how was your day? And how did it go? And I'm like, I think it went well. I took a robot fist to the chest twice.
Twice. No, twice, huh?
Like, so the robot, what? And she's like, it's fine, recover.
What'd they make you do now?
It's fine. You know about this. You know what, my Milena had the same, like a similar thing when she went to, what was it, what's the school that she goes to? I don't remember. And she just kind of briefly described, like they met a kid who looked like a goat, pretty cool, and a kid who was, I don't know what, and she like is going to say something like, oh, I don't know what his quirk is, but like he has like super good aim. He probably has something like, I don't fucking know, something with like super sight or some shit like that. I don't know, he didn't tell me. She's like, did you electrocute anyone? No, Mom, I didn't electrocute anyone. Not this time.
Not anyone living. What?
Not, just the robots, don't worry. And just goes home and like does her daily thing before getting ready to go to bed. Even though it's no longer has like the physical injuries, is still like exhausted and like emotionally, physically wiped out from the day.
Yeah, especially when you get bombshell. Yeah, I got a dead brother.
I did brother and I'm quirkless.
And I'm quirkless, and the guy who hates me is the reason. Didn't say. Yes. So what is Yagi up to after finding this all out?
Yagi was in specific not very comfortable with the bus ride. When she said we were going on a bus, it was very uncomfy. And so he got off like just, alright, fuck me, alright, I guess. And he just kind of like had to take a moment, like after getting off the bus and just being like uncomfortable, dead brother shit. And the fucking people on the bus are staring at him because everybody's fucking staring at him all the fucking time. So he kind of just walks off and goes back home. And I opens the door to his one bedroom apartment. He lives alone. His family doesn't live with him. He's alone. And
Geez,
so
that makes it interesting.
he just kind of grabs like a cabbage from like the fridge and then opens kind of like the window to his
Oh.
and he kind of climbs on his roof.
Now the only thing you can think about is Izuku Midoriya's head.
Yeah.
This reminds me of Cabbage Boy.
So he sits on the roof and is like, don't you understand?
I'm trying to, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to.
He just kind of sits and munches on this cabbage and you can see him kind of like pick at his fur bit by bit, like on his like arms, like start pick, 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 like munch, pick, 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 and like gets to the point where it's just pain all around this area. So he just kind of stares into it, just watches it go down, but nothing really to do.
So, as Asher returns from his walk, he returns home, and it's kind of a crappy area he lives in. It's kind of where, you know, it's run down, it's not, you know, high of the mill, but he's happy, you know, it's home.
Elena would have definitely given y'all her number before leaving, just to be like,
I don't
yes,
have a phone.
Take my number anyway. I don't have a phone.
You could have he just like struggles to think, he's like, so you don't forget what color I am. He just takes his finger from his stomach and just like,
can I snack? It's like a piece of paper that she's written it on.
immediately just,
Please tell me you have a phone.
I do.
Great. And hand
oh, he
you
can't afford a phone. Honey, he can't afford a phone. Nor
Well-
he could afford a phone. He also has hooves for hands. What's the point in calling someone
They
with
totally
hooves for
have
hands?
a phone specifically made for people with clothes for
I think I
hands.
can afford that, ma'am.
I feel like it's definitely.
We are poor living alone.
Yeah, but like we're not in the U.S., so they're not like trying to fuck over everyone.
I'll think about it now that I have friends.
Two.
Now that I have two friends.
So when Asher gets home, his mom is ecstatic to see him. She knows that that from like corner of his shirt has been ripped off, and she's starting to go ballistic on him. Like, what'd you do? What happened? What? And he goes, calm down, I'm fine. Just the exam. I think I did well enough. Met some pretty cool people. And told him the little family secret, and kind of even though they're not there, like his mother's face kind of just drops a bit, and kind of you can hear like an ambient wind outside. You know, kind of just killed the mood. And Asher's like, don't worry about it. They know I'm not there just to, I don't know. And she's like, oh, well, I made you dinner, and I'm not hungry. I may have gotten my ass handed to me today, but, well, I wouldn't say ass. I probably should say my shoulder handed to me. What do you mean? Well, I got smacked in the shoulder by a robot, and I got shot by a robot, and then my new friend decided to throw me into a pole.
Just, Elena just sits up from like where she's working
like,
on something. She's just like,
it's just like, it was an accident.
he's like at the end of the freaking robot.
But he's like, but the last one wasn't. I'm not worried about the last one. It was either that or get crushed by some giant robot. His mother he's just, what? And like the neighbor's like, keep it down there. She's like, sorry. Yeah, I had to fight some robots. One of them was like very tall. Snapped one of Dad's arrows. Speaking of which, I never got the other ones back. I'm done, down 5. Great. I'm down 5 arrows. I'm down to 25. Well, he goes to his room and he just kind of just shuts the door, locks it, kind of just throws the stuff on the bed and just kind of sits down. And about this time, all 3 of us get a knock at the door.
And then is immediately like, I'll get it, I'll get it.
I'm on the roof.
So you'd see the person go over.
Oh no, you just hear knock, knock, knock. Hello?
If you need me, I'm on the roof.
I got a letter for Yagi.
I just jumped out.
Whoa. Don't eat it. You see it, it's got the UA symbol on it.
And Elena's just like, I got it, like runs out of her room, and her siblings are already trying to book it, which is like, oh, don't you fucking dare. And there's like a gush of wind that kind of bursts, but it gets hit with like another burst of it. Motherfucker! And she runs to the door.
The guy's just standing there like,
her mom's already at the door talking to the person.
yeah, I got a letter for Elena.
That's right.
You can just catch a glimpse of the UA, some like stamp of a stamp.
I mean, everybody, it's not for me. For me? For me? So they're like, can I see it? I was just like, oh.
So who wants to do their opening first? Because this is going to be a big thing.
Mine's gonna be pretty boring, so.
Not really.
Like, open it.
So you see, like a screen
If
pops
I
up.
failed, I failed. But
You see a screen pop up and it's All Might again.
hey!
Hello, young Yagi. I remember seeing you earlier today. And from the get-go, I could tell that if you passed, you would make a great hero.
If I would have passed.
That's why I'm going to tell you your scores now.
No.
You didn't do too well in the written exam,
No, I did not. I
but
think he's just responding to fire.
it's like Deku. But you did do very well in the practical exam.
That won't hold up.
Even kicking one in the face.
Yeah.
And getting it stuck on your leg.
Hey, we don't practice that.
You even took a couple paintballs to the chest.
Hey, listen, they washed off.
That is why I'm proud to congratulate you in you made it into UA.
Hey!
Plus,
Hey.
here's a little extra.
Oh.
You'll be joining Class 1C, a new hero class that we're creating. We have so many new heroes. And your homeroom teacher is me.
What?
That's correct. I, All Might, will be your homeroom teacher.
Why?
Well, you see, kind of trails off. Anyway, I've got to do, how many of these again? 80, what? How many, what? Anyway, we'll see you Monday. Congratulations.
Monday, shit, I need to get school shit.
Well, that's why they're having you Monday, so you can get your like school uniform and shit like that.
I need to scrounge up one uniform money. Fuck.
Don't worry about money. We got it, Kendall.
Gotta do that shit.
That's basically what it kind of is. You're gonna.
Yeah.
Shit, we got it.
All right.
That's the least they can do. If they're gonna frequently throw these students and make them like exert themselves to the point of like bloodied and bruised,
Asher.
sweat and tears, and all that
Asher.
shit, the least they can do is pay for your shit.
All right. All right. Set your setting.
Elena like grabs it and her siblings is like, I don't know, what am I fine? And like runs to her room and like slams the door and like puts it on her desk and she goes, moment of truth. Moment of truth.
Ooh, maybe I should have done something different. I think I was trying to do different. Nah, I'll stick with all night.
Moment of truth. And she like she grabs a pair of scissors and like carefully like cuts it open and just like
You see it, you know, another like holographic screen pops up. It's All Might again. It's All Might. Hello, young fledgling hero Elena. While you were not recommended to us, we have heard of your quirk. Due to some unfortunate accidents.
she immediately like took place is just like
But let's not focus on that now. You did very well in the written exam.
okay.
We will, if you must know, you are above one of the top tier students.
Damn, I didn't expect that. Shit.
And you
Never
even,
went to my middle school teacher's face.
and you even built on that in the practical exam of showcasing your power, and they need to help others. And it kind of shows behind you, the screen pops up and you just slamming Asher into the wall.
Either that or like at that time that she's opening it is when he's talking to me. He's just like, look, it was either the pole or the robot. I was in a hurry.
While it did cause a dislocated shoulder to that examinee, it was either that or being crushed by a giant robot. And I am now pleased to announce that you have been accepted to UA High School.
She just screeches like, oh, like if you would, I am not going to recreate it because it is like almost 2 a.m, but like just
That's what
absolutely like screeches the most excited fan. Like on the outside of the building, you can hear like thunder. It's like, fuck yeah. And her mom looks at her, and then are you okay? And I'm like, okay. Dude, she pops is like, it's fine. Dame un segundo. And I was like, okay, cool. Yes. Fuck yeah.
And it's like All Might's like actually waiting for you to get done. And with that, I'm pleased to announce that you'll be joining Class 1C, a new hero class since we have so many new ones joining. You'll be followed up by Yagi
Oh.
Hi.
and a few others.
Okay, cool.
And like yours is a longer recording, so by the time Asher gets some of his, and you know, so as he goes, and here's a little tidbit for you. I will be your homeroom teacher.
Same screeching, except for mom's like, Elena, I don't want to go to see you. I'm sorry, Mom.
We will see you this Monday to get you fitted for your school uniform and school supplies. And it just cuts out.
Holy, she is just spent a minute there, and like they're still like it's not raining and there's no lightning, but you can hear the thunder. And her mom is like, Elena, you got so annoying. What happened? Did you get in? Like, what's going on? And she like just slams open the door. She's like, I got you.
It's like during that scream, you can hear your phone vibrating going off.
She's kind of distracted. She takes it, and who's texting?
It's Asher's calling.
Like on pop up, it's a city side with like a little cherry emoji by it.
Damn it.
And just like, okay, like she answers back. She's like, I gotta be wearing. Did you hear that?
And then he's like, I haven't opened mine yet.
Open it. And she says that, and then she turns around and goes to like they celebrate with her family.
Asher sets down the phone and he opens the envelope. And he sets it down and he kind of stares at it for a second. And he just kind of starts thinking to himself like, They wouldn't let me in even if I passed. So he turns it on and he sees All Might and he's just like, "Ugh, well, at least it's not Eraserhead." And this is the first thing that pops up with him. Is, I've heard your story from Eraserhead. I didn't know it when we first met, but knowing that a quirkless hero is about to step foot into our world, you did average in the exam, into the written exam, and you did even better. You did more than anyone thought you'd do in the practical exam, even saving your friend from being hit again. Even though she later, another one, she gets this gut feeling and they're talking about it again.
She's just like in the middle of like screaming like okay, I know she's just like her sense of just like someone's talking shit.
Even though she did throw you into a light pole later on, Asher's like, it's either that or being crushed. But it's going to be a long road ahead for you, young Asher. You may be skilled with a bow and an arrow, but that won't stop the villains from exploiting that. So with that, I'd like to congratulate you into making it into UA as our first quirkless student. See you Monday to pick up your school uniform and school supplies. And you'll be home. Your homeroom teacher is me. A nice new 1C. And don't worry, you won't have to worry about not making friends. Your new friends, Elena and Yagi, will be there with you.
She like when she texts later, she was just like, "Oh, I'm in class. What class did you get in?"
And it's like in the middle of that, he's like, "Oh, I got into 1C."
Excited to have you in class.
Yeah, it'd be nice to tell Yagi.
Yeah, well,
You know what? You know what we should do? We should scrounge up some money and buy a phone for.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Nice. So he steps out of his room and his mom is just standing there, just like, well. And Asher is like, for the first time in, we'll say like 4 to 5 years, he's actually brought to tears. That is, it's not only that he made it, but it's also that All Might is actually recognizing how much work he's put in. And he says, well, I've got a long road ahead of me. And so the night kind of shifts over into the next morning, and it's Monday again. We're all meeting up at the school, and Asher's kind of there really early, and he's got his duffel bag again, with his bow and arrow. He's just kind of standing there, as
Elena shows up and she's like looking for Yagi and Asher, and just kind of like looking through all the students, and she's
like, it won't be hard to miss Asher.
she's like, "Hey, you, Fantasy, come here."
Uh-huh. I wonder what pointed me out. Was it my face or my hair?
I was gonna say it was your dark hood, but you're not wearing it, so it was very
Nope.
obviously the hair.
Can't wear a hood now. They don't allow that. So, yay.
You could probably get away with it.
Yagi doesn't show up until he's exactly outside.
Have you seen Yagi yet? I haven't seen him.
Not yet.
You think he got in, right? He totally got. There's no way he didn't get.
Well, I don't think he did too well on the
Yeah, but he like
written exam.
totally kicked robot ass in the practical exam.
That's true.
I heard there was a kid who like is like an actual idiot and he still made it in. Like,
Yeah. I also heard, kid who completely broke his entire body still got in.
so
Hey guys, I got paper for not eating again.
what?
What?
I got paper for not eating.
Hey, cool.
I got it in like a notebook and it's like not edible paper. It's so cool. I
Oh,
figured it
it's
out
so
the
cool.
other day.
And so okay, see, it's both me and a minute to figure out what you were saying, but that's like so cool.
Also, hi, y'all made it.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's more of a surprise for me than anyone.
Hmm?
He says more of a surprise than me than anyone.
Okay. All right. So here's the deal. If we're gonna be friends and we're gonna be hanging out, because that's obviously what's gonna happen now, because like we're best friends now. You gotta stop with the putting yourself down shit. No,
I'm
we're
not
doing-
putting myself down. I'm at a disadvantage
Yes, you can recognize that, but you gotta stop talking shit about yourself. Like, yeah. Oh,
You do know I can lose to anyone in this school.
I mean, anyone can lose to anyone. Yeah, you are slightly more disadvantaged, but like, you can exploit anyone's weaknesses. Like, it's not that hard. Like, you just stick me in a place where there's a bunch of people, and I'm out of the game.
And hey, I'll fucking go.
Just throw you in lava now.
Everyone has their disadvantages in different places. Like,
Yeah, and I'm kind of lacking in the superpower part.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You got in, didn't you?
I just like to say your superpower is equally as dumb as mine.
If I had a superpower, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, we'll say, okay. What is a quirk? Define is a natural ability. Okay, maybe not yours isn't a natural
It's a
ability.
superpower.
But it was gained.
Yeah.
One that was bought with time, it is a skill.
You are just as skilled as probably anyone else. The only the disadvantage, if anything, you have an advantage because you don't have to deal with fucking. Did you hear? You know what I thought was fucking bullshit is? It's just like I get stuck in someone takes away my quirk, I'm fucked. I can't do shit.
I turned into a human.
Really? What is that?
I always wondered,
Oh, I have no idea. I haven't tried it yet.
between you and Tokoyami, what would happen if you guys lost?
Just like, what if I was the guys? What if I was the hot? Okay,
Out of character. What if I was the hottest shit for like Eraserhead, like just turned me back? I was like,
Can you turn them back?
Can we wait? Just give me 5 more minutes. Just give me like 1 more minute. All right, now you can turn it back.
He just blinks.
okay.
Okay, that was.
It's like that fucking thing everybody Tokoyami. It's fucking fan.
The amount of people who want to fuck that bird is astonishing.
So as we're walking in, we start noticing that everybody's kind of like looking towards the three of us, but it's not the three of us they're looking at. This will be fun.
Oh god.
I'm setting up a little antagonist for myself.
Oh, fun.
And as he's walking, you kind of Asher starts thinking, well, yeah, I have skill, but what about the ones who are born with it?
Yeah, well, it depends on how you use it. Like, all it does, what you do with your powers is what's the most important part. You can have something that's destructive and almost not worth the trouble. And she says that you can kind of see, like if you look in her eyes, you can see it's kind of like it hurts a little bit. But like, if you use it well and practice with it, like it should be fine. It's all a matter of how you use it.
So one of the teachers is walking by, and we notice he's got a newspaper. We find out why everybody's so infatuated with Asher, because on the front line, quirkless student in UA, and Asher's like, the fuck?
I can just imagine Deku, like in another classroom having a panic attack, being like, "That's not me," or that, like he's
That's not me. That's not me. That's not me.
like All Might is like in a test taking him aside, just trying to come. She's like, "That's not me. They didn't find out. Did you tell them? Because I didn't tell them for all this."
All Might's like, no, we have another student who made it in. Wait, the quirkless kid made it in?
You mean I could have made it in if I didn't have, but if I was quirkless, you mean I didn't have to have one for all, or all, one for all?
Well, there's a difference between him and you. You didn't work for it until I gave you one for all. He's been at this for 5 years.
Hey!
He's trained for 5 years to do this.
Here, cut back to Asher.
Asher's like, I think I need to kick someone's ass now. Someone's talking about me. And Elena's like, I know that feeling.
I know that. I had that feeling like 3 different times yesterday.
Asher's like, no, I don't know why. He's just under your breath, because he probably thrown me into a fucking pole. That's just gonna be a running gag between the two of them. Hey, you wanna throw me into another pole?
Oh, no, you know what I won't? How about I just let you get crushed by a robot this
Right,
time?
yeah, I know. Yeah, everybody would love that. So as we're walking towards 1C, we get stopped by a group of 3 people.
Okay. Upperclassmen, younger, older?
Same class.
Oh, okay.
But they're from 1A.
Oh, shit. Who are you stopped?
And all from the start, you can tell something's about to go down because all you hear is So a useless kid got into UA. We're both like, oh fuck.
Oh, okay, who are
Hey.
we looking at?
It's Bakugo, Kirishima, and Kaminari. And Kirishima's like, hey, that's that's kind of rude, And Bakugo's like,
Bold words from a guy whose quirk is sparky, sparky, boom, boom shit.
and Asher's like, so we've got the egotistical jackass who puts people down,
Oh shit.
who was born with an amazing quirk. Yagi, Asher just looks over Yagi. Later. Kind of turns back to Bakugo, and Bakugo, you can see Bakugo's just getting pissed. You can see his arm, like his hand starts sparking. And then Asher just keeps going. Like, so some guy who was born with a gift didn't work a day in his life wants to put me down, a guy who had to work for everything. I'd say I'm more qualified to be a hero than you are, Mr. Sparky Boom Man. You see his arm just raise up and just sparking.
And you hear thunder, like sort of like in the distance, not like in the building, but like in the distance. She's like, "I'd cut it out of fire."
And he's like, well, that's why you guys are in 1C, the worst class ever. And I'm like, right.
Yeah, I'd rather be in class 1C than have to deal with your ugly ass.
And it's like, so how's and Asher has known this for a while. And he's like, so how's Midoriya? And he just walks off. Everybody's just looking at Bakugo, and he's just downright.
Are we gonna have to fight? But is Asher gonna?
Kirishima still there?
Yeah. They're with Bakugo.
Oh wait, did they leave altogether?
No, Asher walked off. You guys just
Oh,
probably
Asher walked off.
because Asher just downright just pissed him off.
I just have one question.
Yeah, what is it?
They kind of just look at Kirishima and just goes,
I see it now because you're so close. The teeth, are you like half sharp too?
That is kind of shakes her head.
I never really thought of it that way. I may be. Who knows? He just gives you this big toothy grin.
He just goes,
he just kind of like runs after Asher, like kind of gallops and just goes,
Asher's like, something good happened to you.
Elena just kind of looks at them and just kind of nods and just kind of looks Bakugo in the eye and goes like, no. And then you hear like the thunder and it sounds closer. It's just like, I'll be seeing you on the news.
I like to think Dinky just like sparked it for a second. So.
Kirishima's like, well, we'll see you guys around.
hi.
Stay safe out there. Do good in school.
You too.
Asher's like, damn it.
Hi.
Look, if you're okay, she catches up with Asher and she's like, okay, look, if you're gonna start some shit, maybe don't do it with Sparky Boom Boom Man, because yes, that
I'm not the one who started it, though.
yeah, but like,
We're walking, minding our business, and this asshole comes up, well,
look, I
Mr.
know
Useless
what
guy
I'm
is
saying.
good.
Yaki, as you guys have like this serious conversation, I kind of just sort of slide off like onto a wall and just
boom.
You do this whenever I'm having an important
Sorry, I was just making up.
I just kind of like go to the wall and just
Right.
Deal with that in a minute. Bakugo's an ass. Look, I like to think I have a pretty good douchebag radar, and that guy is is off the charts an asshole.
Oh, no.
It's not worth the time. But if you're gonna piss him off, can you at least do it outside so I can like act of God?
No, I'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
The only reason I brought up Midoriya is because Midoriya is someone that Bakugo has known for a while. I've only found this out earlier.
Is it like a best friend or something?
Not really. You might want to say more of a bully towards him.
Oh, that's fun. So he is a douchebag.
Yeah, but whenever you bring up Midoriya around him, he seems to get even more pissed nowadays. I don't know why.
Where would you go? Who was going to talk to Yaki? Sorry.
If I remember correctly, something about Midoriya having, showing off a flash quirk or something at the. Why he had all the broken bones and stuff.
Oh, he was the kid who was just lying there like dead?
Yeah.
Oh.
Apparently his quirk is really, really powerful, but his body can't handle it.
I don't. Look, you were talking stuff about like not having a quirk and like disadvantages and shit, but like if your quirk literally breaks your body, that's I wouldn't want. I'd rather be quirkless than have to deal with that shit. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Well, something tells me he'll get a handle on it.
Yeah, we'll see. Hey, Aggie, you good?
I sounded so stupid.
It really didn't.
Oh my god.
Honey, you really didn't. I promise. You did great.
He's so ready.
I mean, it's your type.
He's part sharp.
You don't know that.
Oh my god. That's amazing. Just thunk.
Are
You
you
have the
gonna-
rest of the school year
Done.
to simp, okay?
Are you just gonna stand at the door, or are you actually gonna go in?
Oh.
He's gonna sit there and keep banging your head on the door.
You can at least
Kind
do
of
it.
slowly walking with
You
his
can-
head down.
you can
It's like
Bang your
disappointed.
head on the desk, okay?
Done.
I promise you didn't sound that stupid.
You notice that Asher kind of goes towards the back, just kind of.
Like she sees and she grabs him by the back and is like,
What?
We're not doing this angsty protagonist that like you're so alone. You're no. You're sitting with us.
I like the back, thank you.
Okay, meet me in the middle. We'll sit in the middle. And she like, where did Yagi sit down?
Probably sat down like straight middle of the class way. Hey.
She
Everything.
sticks him like right next to him, and she sits down like in front of like the two of them. So it's like if it's the exact middle, so it'd be like the corner. So it'd be like something like this.
Yeah,
Something like
like
that.
Yagi there, here. He's like, fine, even though I like sitting in the back.
No, you're not doing the angsty protagonist.
I'm not doing the angsty protagonist.
You've got the hair for it.
I just like the back, thank you.
Sure.
Keep
Mr.
it.
I'm at such a disadvantage. I'm so clever. Oh no, whatever shall I do?
You want an arrow? You want an arrow in that you know that.
I'd like to see. And she lets him. You can throw him in the stat. He's like, "You want to try me?" Finish that?
Yagi puts their head up for like 1 second and just goes, me first. He just dunks his head back on the
Wait,
head.
which one? Do you want electricity or an arrow?
Whoa. Okay.
I don't know if we can do that.
Do you think we could do like an electric? You know what? What if you like had like metal lightning rod arrows, and then you could shoot something, and then I could just lightning rod because it like looked cool in the practical exam, but if things aren't made of metal, my aim is like not as great. I'll be 100% honest with you.
Well, I can always. He kind of pulls out a paper and it's a small drawing. He sets it down and it's Hawkeye's like changing
Yeah, okay.
kind of arrows. He's like, I had this idea. It came to me last night, and he shows it off. It's like different arrow tips I can choose. The arrows would be, like pointless until I chose a specific arrow I wanted to fire.
Alright, cool. I kind of maybe understand that a little, but cool. It's cool. It looks cool. How's Yagi doing?
No, he's not banging his head. He's just kind of silently just
You know what?
raising his head and just going,
You know what? He probably thinks you're so nice and cool.
go.
Goats are cool. You kicked ass.
Nobody likes to go. Likes to go.
You know, if
And
nobody.
she looks at Yagi dead in the eye. Honey, there is someone out there who wants to go.
Another goat! Smoking Johnson.
Okay, you know, if nobody liked goats, we wouldn't be sitting here with you.
Not like that.
He
Not
puts his heads up and just looks at you and goes, what are you lying about my family?
I'm just saying, like, if nobody likes goats, would we be sitting here?
That's not the
He
kind.
just looks at you then in that moment and goes, yeah, no.
Am I missing something here?
Not that kind of like.
Oh, don't.
I promise there is someone who likes it. It doesn't even matter if you're a goat or not. You are such a sweet, good person, and you kick ass. There is definitely someone out there who can be even push.
I mean, we can be your wingman.
I can totally set you I totally got you.
He just takes a moment. He just goes, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna forget about him. I'm in class 1C now. 1C forever. 1C. And he's like, very clearly just like got like the opposite reaction that he was having. He's like, I don't care. I don't know who that is.
What's gonna happen is we're gonna pass by him in the hall and he's gonna absolutely just
So as we're sitting there talking, we see the door open up again, and it's a shorter-haired young guy. You know, probably he's our age or something like that. But there's something we noticed about him that we kind of noticed right off the bat. There's a scar across his eyes,
Oh.
and they're kind of grayed out. As you can, then you notice that he's maneuvering pretty well around his surrounding areas.
Never mind, he got some.
I've been told that unless you've been asked for help, you should.
Okay, actually.
He kind of just you notice he can like turns he kind of tilts his head towards you. You know, just because I'm blind doesn't mean I can't hear.
Maddie! Hi, Elena, nice to meet you. And she like starts to stick her hand out and then like.
You see that he actually notices. He's like, hi. He reaches out his hand.
Then she shakes it.
Yeah, I'm blind, but I use my quirk to see.
Oh,
He
You
goes,
see
wait.
You see him. He opens up his palm, and you see like little lightning bolts dancing around his hand.
He said, God just goes, wait. What do I look like?
No.
Well, you have part animal. You I can tell that.
Fuck! He just kind of like jumps back. It's like, damn it.
Like I said.
Problem to racism for a second.
As I was saying, my name is Alex. I'm new to Japan. I transferred over from the States.
Oh, cool. That's really cool. My family and I lived in the States for a while. We moved back to
You
Japan.
lived in the States? Yaki is like just now realizing.
You see that Alex actually takes a seat next to you guys and kind of
Oh.
just joins in the group.
Cool.
I don't know if you've noticed this, but I want you to take a look at me and the way that I talk.
No, listen, immigrants are a thing. You've been lived here your whole life.
You know what? That is the first reaction I've ever got. You know what? I was gonna be snarky about it, but I'm not.
It's almost like we know each other's experiences here, and he just kind of like uses his hooks and is like, we are connected.
You just see Alex kind of chuckle and like, yeah.
No, what? No, what's happening? Look at me in the face.
Immigrants.
We get the job done. She turns.
Alex is kind of like, am I included in that technically?
Yes.
Yes.
You are included. Where? What state were you from?
Well, I was born near Nevada,
Oh,
Nevada.
and then I moved to Wisconsin.
Nevada. Sounds very country.
Not really.
No.
It's
No.
more desert.
It's
Desert.
It's like 100 degrees every day and night, no grass.
How do you live? There's no grass.
There's a reason why he said no grass too. Since you don't know
How
that.
do you live? No grass.
no, it's not Texas.
What is it? It's like city.
There's a big city there. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, my parents sent me over here to train to become a hero so that I could help out in our state. We have one of the higher crime rates in our city.
Yeah, no, there's a reason my family left.
Yeah, I wish we could get out, but no, they're happy where they're at.
We did it once already, and it was just like, might as well do it again.
Yeah. He kind of goes silent after that as he kind of like pulls out his stuff, passes it on the desk.
So you were talking about your quirk. What's your quirk?
Oh, I can control electricity.
Cool.
I can force it through my body, and that's how I send it through my feet
Oh,
as it spreads out through the floor, and I can see where I'm going.
that's cool. I don't quite like that, but I can do something. And she kind of points to the window. And
You're the one who's creating the thunder, weren't you?
Yeah, you see like a flash of light through like the window, and then you hear like the thunder like really loud, and he's like, that's me. I think that was me. Was it raining earlier today? That's
Oh,
80% me.
he's like, yeah, no, I get it.
Are we sharing words?
Would you like to?
Yeah, why don't you tell us, goat? Mountain goat to be exact.
He just like cows in the corner. You said it. I'm not gonna say it, man.
You see, he's kind of laughing. He's like, yeah.
He could have fire breath.
I got a fire breath.
What's
I can fly.
what's to be pouting about? Mountain goats are awesome. What? Have you seen how they stand?
Awesome till you reveal their quirk.
I'd rather, be a goat man. I could actually see then.
You can like see cool.
And literally goes to laugh, but she like stops. She's like,
Yeah, I can only see because I.
See you with your feet.
Yeah, but I have to maintain
He
my
just kind
quirk.
of like pouting basically in the corner.
Okay.
I have to maintain my quirk day in day out for that to see. If I can trade sight a day, even if I have, I'll do it. You ever hear, he kind of goes silent, and then you hear the bell go off.
You wanna feel my fur?
It's actually quite soft.
Okay. You just kind of like starts to like pet it, and he's just like,
I think you might appreciate it.
It's actually quite. Have you ever tried to make like sweater, like sell it for like or something?
He just looks at you like that was like a very like black market type of thing. They're just like
I don't know, the villains might go after you.
like basically like making an OnlyFans. It's like
I don't mean like taking it off. Just like how they make sheep's wool, but like I'm gonna stop talking now.
he just kind of like looks to the front of the classroom and just kind of like eyes you every once in a while.
not like we're.
Is my fur for sale? He just like starts having this internal crisis and like keeps grabbing onto himself, just like.
It's a small class. But the last one to join us is a kind of frail-looking kid.
So how many people are in this class?
5.
Okay, so okay.
Us 3, Alex, and this last guy.
Okay.
You see that he's kind of frail-looking, but he's kind of twitchy too. That look like every little noise he kind of reacts to everything. Like
Me too, buddy.
you can kind of like get the sense that his quirk is something.
Okay.
Like he even he shuts the door silently, to where it doesn't bother him. And he goes to sit down. He's sitting in the front, and as we're all kind of chatting and everything, he goes, "Teacher's coming."